when we start because you're afraid of saying anything. We're live. Don't talk about it.
Yeah,
everybody was good. We're good.
You're in there.
Every time. Every farting time.
Oh, not if I'm sitting back up. I don't need to be.
Well, you're like here.
You're fine.
Profile.
Can they see the bongos?
But then when you lean into your mic stand, you'll be fine.
Sorry, I'm doing the socials. I forgot.
It's like forgetting Sarah Marshall when they're FaceTiming and is like, oh, forward, back again.
Oh,
all right.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
That's before FaceTime, though, right? Just video.
There's probably what was the one?
Skype or
Skype
might have been.
It's not even around anymore. Oh, that noise used to give me such trauma. That was like when I was doing
elephant walk.
Oh, that would have been great. Taking my doing conference calls with Nintendo and hearing baby elephant walk before they start would have put me at ease. All right. 3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo podcast, webisode 1036, the Metapod podcast. Metapod is big Pokemon fan at the table. Metapod is waiting for the moment to evolve. At this stage, it can only harden, so it remains motionless to avoid attack. It's 2 feet tall, 21 pounds, male and female. Category is, as you know, take it. Category.
Strong man.
Category used to be strong man. It's cocoon now,
body
but
man.
It used to be body man. And its ability includes shed skin. The Pokemon may cure its own status conditions by shedding its skin. That's the end of the Pokemon section.
Gross.
There you go. Gross. You're the big Pokemon fan. You're supposed to love all Pokemon.
What does a Metapod evolve into then?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Instapod,
Oh, you'll find out next.
Instapod or Facebookapod?
Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebookapod.
Facebookapod.
I got you. I get it.
I've been on a website
already
like that before.
Already completely derailed what I was going to say. I don't remember. We're doing podcasts here. Zuckerberg. No, listen.
Said Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. We were talking about Trump a couple minutes ago. We could talk about him too. All our favorite people:
political.
Zuckerberg, Trump. Podcast is back. It's been 2 weeks since we're gone. Let me say this very quickly. I know before we left 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'll put the lost episode of the podcast up. No, I didn't do it because I had a smart thought, and I was like, I should probably listen to this before I put it up since the computer crashed when I recorded it. And I got 20 minutes in, and it was like a whole bunch of garbled stuff. I was like, I guess I can't do that. So I'm not gonna lie. There was part of me. There was part of me where I was like, I'm still kind of tempted to put it up like this, but I can rip the audio from the privated video version and still do that. So, but I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't gonna do that on vacation, so I was like, I'll do that when I'm home. So it still exists. Don't worry, and I'll put it out. I don't know, April Fool's Day next year. I don't know, but whatever. It's there. But I apologize. I'm just glad I checked before I just ran with it. But anyway, I am here. Nicky Hill is here.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm glad to be here.
Dew Michaels is here.
Ooh.
How are you doing?
Very well.
Music Man is here.
Ooh.
How are you doing?
I'm doing lovely. Thank you.
I teased that you might be here on
You did.
Okay.
We've been dropping Easter eggs all
That's right. And Brhino is here for your second podcast.
Hello.
It's your second, right?
Yes, I believe so.
And I'm just shocked that you wanted to come back for another one, but thank you for joining us.
Happy to
You
be
didn't
here.
talk much on the last one, so we need to.
That's kind of my MO.
Yeah.
Do people not like that on podcasts?
No, it's fine. You're here for eye candy. That's fine for the people that watch. Let me say this. Yes, right off the bat, I gotta say this. I see Quence is in the Discord. Quence was the main person running Go Nintendo while I was gone on vacation. So big thank you to Quence. He did, as he always does, an amazing job. I literally did not read any Nintendo news that whole week when I was on vacation. And I got back and I was like, let me see what Quence did. And it was very informative. There were, I want to say like 12 or 13 pages of news, and there's 25 posts per page. So the man was cranking out stories. There were other people on staff doing the regular stints as well, but Quence was playing the part of me. So thank you, Quence. You did an amazing job. There was A lot of interesting it's a great gift. There is a lot of amazing stuff going on. And you were on top of it all. And in my mind, I was like, this poor guy, because I know this sucks. And someday you never know what day is really going to suck because you don't know what news is going to pop up. But I was like, Thursdays always suck because Thursdays are the sweet releases as done by Nicky Hill and Saber releases myself. And I was like, there's so much news those days. And Thursday came up and I messaged him and I was like, how you doing? And he's like, there was a lot to tackle. I was like, yeah, I know Thursdays are horrendous, but he survived. So again, thank you, Quence. I
Is that
appreciate
why
it.
we didn't do a podcast last week? Because you forgot to mark anything as a top story?
No, no, he made top stories. He
I'm kidding. Quence.
for a reminder, we
Good job.
what, like two
We said
vacations ago, I
Yeah.
stopped doing it on the day we came back because we're
Right.
beat after that drive is terrible. And I'm like out of my mind. So we were like, just skip
It's okay,
it.
'cause
For,
you're coming back with
Although
an extra
you are
long,
in
extra
Tesla.
annoying podcast.
and will it cover any of the news that Quence did? It will not. It's only this week. I was like, I'm not doing double news. But there are other things I want to talk about. But of course, I have to say hello to Josh Grobot, the one and only. How are you, my friend?
Shut up. I don't
Oh, I
care.
forgot. Well, we can't hear him, but you can hear him. I forgot to activate Josh's speaker.
Activate.
Josh, are you there?
I'm here to grace you
There we
with my
go.
presence.
Thank you, Josh. For those wondering, Josh, at the table, Josh said,
Shut up. I don't care.
which he always says. You're doing good, my friend?
I'm feeling so great. Thanks
Of
for
course.
asking.
And let me ask how George is doing. George, how are you, my friend?
But George, no,
It's been a couple weeks. What were you up to? How you feeling?
I really missed you. I missed your lime.
George, I had a lime. It wasn't a cookie, and it's not pie. It was like a
Keep going. I'm almost there.
a lime bar, like a lime bar at our local bakery place, and it was phenomenal.
Did you think of me?
I thought of you the whole time, and I think we need to take you there. So as long as you don't mind making a trip outside of the podcast room, we could get you a
Can you
delicious
imagine if
treat.
you brought that? You brought that with you. Why do I embarrass you?
You can talk to him directly. He's right here. Don't look at me. All right. I got some things I want to talk about before we get into the regular news, like usual. Okay. Here's something exciting that I can't tell you about, but I can tell you that it's going to happen. And no, it's not the thing we talked about before the show. This is different. I can tell you about this after the show. We have, I don't know how much I should say. I don't want to get in trouble, but we have an announcement coming up. I'll say next month. I can say that. We have the exclusive announcement on it. This was the little bit of work I did while we were on vacation. There was some back and forth with a company, and we are going to exclusively reveal a Switch 2 game and the release date for that game. And I am unbelievably excited to tell you about this, and that's all I will say. I can't tell you what the game is, obviously, but
Wow.
very, 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 very.
Is it the game with the dinosaurs that turn into hentai women?
The sequel's coming out already.
Oh, we can talk about it.
Yeah, you can talk about that game, of course. What was the name of that game? Man, part of me actually does want to get that game just to play it and see like
I mean,
how.
that would be really fun.
Right, record a video
Yeah,
of that. That would
I
be great.
bet part of you wants you to play that game. I wonder which part.
The same part that would
His-
work
his
for all of
terrible
us.
Lizard, right?
It's the same part that we all play Honey Pop for. The exact same part. So yeah, that announcement is coming up in August. It should be early to mid August, but very, very, very excited. So it was something I really wanted to do. I reached out to the people I needed to. They had to approve it with the higher ups at the publisher. And I waited and I waited, and I got the news on vacation that we're getting the go ahead, and it's official and it's locked in. Literally, I mean, this isn't really news for me. I should stop saying it, but I was so happy that we got this deal locked in that I literally teared up when I got the news. And I'm out on vacation with everybody at the pool, and everybody's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I was like, "No, it's good. I swear it's good."
Sand in my eye.
But very excited to
They
tell you
want me
so.
to be exclusive on the new MLB The Show 2028.
Do you watch baseball?
Yeah.
Would you play a baseball game?
I I could.
Because
Potentially.
I'm not
I went
roping
to the
you
Phillies game
into
last
anything. Did you really?
I did.
you?
My sister, huge Phillies fan.
Huh?
Huge. She goes to
Good
the Phillies
taste.
games all the time. I'm not. I'm
Whoa.
no opinion on sports, just in general.
Never mind.
because-
No baseball games for me.
More of a Mets guy. this guy.
no. Banana Ball, as you all know. Because Sony always reaches out and they're like, we have a code for the newest MLB game. And I tell them every time, I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not,
that code.
I'm not the right person to review this game. So when the next MLB game comes, didn't one just come out?
Maybe I haven't played a baseball game.
Come
in
on,
quite some
Mr.
time.
Baseball.
Listen.
I used to play RBI baseball on Genesis back in the day a lot, like 93 and 94. A neighbor had it and we played it all the time.
Jailco Bases Loaded was one of my favorite.
I played
NES
that
games.
because my
too.
cousin
Yeah.
had that.
Yeah, I think I'm no more qualified than you guys. That's about the time that I last was playing baseball games.
Well,
but
as soon as the baseball games started becoming like, you have to really start to
Know the
know
ins and
like,
outs.
I mean, I knew
Yeah.
baseball pretty well, but it was like you had to control. So
What do you
many
mean I can't
micro
pinch
adjustments
hit
and
Mario?
things.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with games like that, but yeah, when it
I
comes
just
to
wanna
more,
press
yes,
A to hit.
when it
That's
comes to the
yeah.
more casual sports game people like us, we're gonna be like, I'm lost.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, I remember throwing the spitball in RBI baseball because you hit A, B, and C all at the same time, and it showed like a little spit dropping on the ball right before you pitch it, and I was like, this is the best game in the world. But I remember those games being so much
Wasn't
fun.
spit.
Oh my god. What kind of ball was I throwing? But yeah, the
Banana ball.
sports games nowadays, you gotta actually, if you're playing a baseball game and you're gonna review it, I feel like you should know the teams, the players, like what all that. I don't know what any of the terms are. or
Lenny
anything like
Dykstra
that,
still in there?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Jason's up.
so-
Nails.
Music.
Wait,
It's okay.
was Lenny? Don't feed me information. Was Lenny Dykstra on the Phillies?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was he a pitcher?
You were doing well.
Oh, he wasn't a pitcher.
No.
Who was when I guess in the
Well, they
90s,
did
late
not expect
90s?
this podcast.
He was
today.
there, yeah, right. He was a crazy pitcher. I think they.
John Kruk.
I think they. No.
Wild thing.
Yes.
Mitch Williams.
Yes, that's the guy. I remember that because
No,
my
that-
dad
I'm
used to
pretty sure
love that
Wild
guy.
Thing Was,
That's
Major
Charlie
League.
Sheen.
Major League, right? Yeah.
I wasn't at a baseball game. I was watching Major League. That's what it was. I get those mixed up all the time. Did that. Okay. Well, let me say hi to Discord. Hello, Radical Defect and Retsuza. And look at this beautiful Percy picture. Mom Brain will definitely check in on that. Hello, Quence. Hello, Spaced Out. And Nico Darunia and Drake. And did I say Ice Dilbert? RLM, a Gecko Kitsune. And whoever else we got in here. Burn and Cheese. Thanks for joining us on this return to the Hyatt Stitch to the podcast. I appreciate this rock finally gift that's in the. You guys are fans of the show. You get it. All right. One more thing before we get into the other crap. Nicky Hill, I don't think you guys know. There has been a decades-long rumor that Nintendo, way back in the day, used
Is
to
doomed.
yes, and it's still too.
I know I read that on the internet.
Used to run a chain of what's called love hotels in Japan, and as you can probably guess what a love hotel is, it's a hotel you go to have sex at. Or mostly, you rent the rooms by the hour.
Are there
rather
other
than-
kinds of hotels?
here in Jersey, we call those the fountain motels. So for years and years and years, there was always a rumor that Nintendo ran a small group of love hotels because Nintendo used to do like a whole bunch of different things for business. It wasn't just video games, obviously. They've been around since the late 1800s where they were doing playing cards and toys and a whole bunch of other stuff. So they were dabbling in a whole bunch of industries, and there was talk that they were tied to love hotels at the time. But
Tied to.
that's right, tied down to, tied up for. Hey, Matt, the Game Freak, good to see you. So that's been a rumor that's existed for a very long time. Obviously, Nintendo has been asked about this, and Nintendo never comments on it ever. They just won't talk about it. So people have gone through legal documents to try and find it, and obviously they're like, well, if Nintendo ever was involved with love hotels, they wouldn't have a part of their paperwork where it's like love hotel, we did these. It'd be some secretive name or something. So whatever. We didn't know the truth. Well, it seems like someone may have gotten to as close as we can possibly get to, sadly, a denial that they have never run any love hotels.
I thought
So-
we did get that a while back. I thought like a couple of years ago.
Well, somebody did like a paperwork search of like they couldn't find anything.
Follow the money.
Sony did?
Huh?
Did you say Sony did?
Somebody.
Oh.
Well, that's-
That would be amazing.
If Sony did-
doing this.
Sony did it, and they were like, Nintendo ran them all. Someone.
Sony's love hotels have ass processing.
They went through the paperwork. You're right. There was some guy, I forget who it was, but for a book they were writing, they went through a whole bunch of Nintendo's old documents to try and find anything, and they couldn't find anything. But somebody just this week, he's a Nintendo historian, and he was trying to get to the bottom, another sex term, of all this stuff.
This is
And-
going well.
He found one love hotel that he visited had what's it called? It's called a
Sex.
Case closed.
he had what's it called? Sex. That's great. No. He had found in one of the hotel rooms at this love hotel. It's called a Famicom box. Continue to make your sex jokes.
They make
A
themselves.
Famicom box is a Famicom or an
Family
NES
computer box.
Yes, as we know it, an NES. Except it was more for like businesses where it would basically, it looks just like a big rectangular box, and what it had was like cartridge slots for the games, and anybody that was there could play like one of 12 games in it. You just press the corresponding button, and there's a menu that lets you know like these games are on it, and that's that. So like if you're at a hotel, hotels still have, we've all been in those hotels that have that weird ass either GameCube or N64 controller that has like switches and flips on it, and it plays like you go to the channel on the TV and it's like play Wave Race and Banjo
It's like a
Kazooie.
7-second delay.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the worst possible way to play it. So that was like this, except you actually had like an NES controller to play it. So this guy did more research, and he's like, it seems like this could have been where all those love hotel rumors stemmed from, because somebody went to the love hotel, saw that a chain had the Famicom games in it, and they were like, I went to a love hotel and I played Nintendo games or whatever.
That's a large leap from just there being a Nintendo.
Well,
or
you got to think of it like over the span of decades, it goes from I played Nintendo games at a love hotel to there are Nintendo games at love hotels to Nintendo does business with love hotels too. Nintendo owns love hotels. So, and the fact that Nintendo never outright denies it and says no led it to the perfect gift for all. Thank you. Hey, Rotzel. So this guy, I forget his name, but thank you to him. He talked to me even further on Twitter about the situation. It was really interesting. So go read the post that we did about it and go check the source, because it's got a whole lot more. But it seems like that could it could be where all that stuff came from. Your gifts are amazing, guys. These are spot on. So sad to tell you, it seems like no more evidence that Nintendo never ran a
But
love
it also,
hotel.
like-
but doesn't mean they can't in the future.
That's right. That's very true.
No, they're so ahead of their time. Even if that was the case, that they had systems in hotel rooms for people to play while they're on vacation or whatever. Like you said, now it's a controller
While they're on
set
vacation
up-
at the
hooked up
love
to
hotel.
like an awkward controller, or like the TV remote, you turn it sideways, like whatever. They're all
Mhm.
weird, but they were doing that way back then. Good for them.
I mean, that's Nintendo's
this love
history doing
hotel
weird stuff all the
Does
time.
this mean it's like
Hey, SD.
rentable for the hour? Or
That's
something?
literally
Is
what
that
it means,
re-
yeah.
Okay.
But it's like in
Or-
Japan is so interesting because some of the things they're very reserved about and other things they're not. So like these are like known as love hotels. It's not like, hey, go to this hotel and you get a room. Like that's specifically what they are for. You like that's how they're advertised. You know what they're for.
It's
So
not pixelated in here.
that's the NES games are, but the sex is not.
Thinking about it that way, it's almost like
You want to see some uncensored pubes? Come over.
like a hotel / like cyber cafe, where you just go to relax and play a couple of games, and you pay by the hour.
Oh, you relax.
Yeah.
Who's to say how much love was had or not had? in
That's
there?
right. And there's also, I mean, you know what cafes
Self-love,
are popular
you know?
there
Give
now.
yourself some time. No, I don't mean it like that. I just mean like you time. You know.
to play the
You still
NES.
Hands
You
above
mean.
your belt.
You still don't mean it like that?
What if you're not wearing a belt?
above the waist.
Okay,
Hands
fine.
above the
Which
belt,
is also
controller below the waist is
uncomfortable
what
to
I
play a
would say.
game.
Absolutely.
But
Idle
Weird
hands,
mode
spend
below
time
the
at the
waist.
genitals. One of you must know what cafes are popular in Japan. In
Sex
general.
cafes.
Are cat cafes big there?
Cat cafes is not a bad answer. Cat
Um,
cafes is true, yes, but sex
Karaoke
cafe,
cafes?
no. I mean, I don't think they call those
like
cafes.
a maid cafe. or
Yes,
something?
exactly. Maid cafes are very
Is that
popular
what it's
there.
called?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're
So
called.
Those two things,
Was it
Pokemon and
Maid
Maid
Cafe?
Cafe.
Yeah, right. Maid cafe. Oh, actually, this is so great. Do you have like a reason
I'll
for
go to
why
a
you
maid cafe, sure.
Do you have a reason for why you know that? Can you point to anything, or it's just
That
something you
HBO
know?
show.
I think I might have known about it. Just I probably knew about it a little bit, but what's sticking out in my mind is
That's
Don
just right.
Don.
That's just where I was hoping you were
'cause
going.
Momo
Yes.
gets a job at one for
Yes.
a couple episodes.
So
or
maid
something.
cafes in Japan are a thing. They've been a thing for a while, but they're still very popular. I'll explain what they are. But yes, in Don to Don, one of the characters goes to work at a maid cafe. So maid cafes. First
Miss
off,
Ayasaki, what's her name?
Miss Ayase.
Miss Ayase.
It's so funny that like I watch like Game of Thrones and I'm like I don't know anybody's name on this show, and in anime I'm like yeah, Miss Ayase. Of course that's her name. I'm an idiot. But maid cafes, not sexual. I know you said sex cafe, and I'm sure that's a thing there, but these are not sexual. Basically, the people that work there, and there can be men or women that work there, but usually it's women. They dress up as maids, and basically you go there for an experience. You have like, tea and cake and desserts and crap like that. But the maids are there dressed in maid costumes to like take care of you in a sense that they like dote on you and they like make sure like everything's perfect, and they're supposed to be like cheery and happy and make you have fun. That's what it is. And if you want to go to one, which I know you said you do and you were joking, there is one that just opened in our home state of New Jersey.
Really?
And it's less than an hour away. Would I
Really?
ever go to it? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think I would be too uncomfortable in the
very
sense that I hate
uncomfortable.
like going to a place where like I'm doted on. Like it makes me uncomfortable. Like I feel bad enough with a regular like server at a restaurant where I'm like, oh God, they're bringing over all these
Did
plates
we
and
wrap this
everything.
up?
We gotta
That's
go.
a place to be.
But
That's
yes.
where we're doing dinner afterwards.
And now there's one.
But
Now
are
there's
you
one in Jersey.
expected to like throw your stuff on the ground for them to clean it up? Clean
It's
it up,
not that
mate.
kind of maid. Like it's
Okay.
not like a housemaid like
Oh,
cleaning
like
it.
mafia
It's not like a
maid.
Jeffrey
Oh.
from Fresh Prince. That's an old reference.
But it's not
I'm
like-
realizing.
Sound like a Jeffrey.
But it's not like one of the Yakuza when they go
No.
to like those clubs and there's like pretty girls that just hang out and drink with them.
Now that's another very popular kind of cafe in Japan. Yes. Why
But
am
that's
I?
something different.
Well, no, that's a hostess club. That's a
Hostess,
hostess
yes.
club. Now that is yes.
That's
They are
nice.
very overtly sexual there. I don't believe they actually have sex with you, but if the Yakuza is there, then yeah, they're probably
Well, they have sex with them.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. They'll let you like hang out with the women
guys
and
are
like
crazy.
they'll lean on you and like be all sweet to you. But when the Yakuza's like, hey, then yeah, they're gonna go have
I
sex.
thought
with
a hostess club was just
Perfect,
like,
Quence.
cakes,
Perfect.
You know?
Yes, everybody remembers that episode of
Or a
Fresh
particular
Prince
cake
where
made
that
by
took place at a
hostess.
hostess
That's
club.
it's just a place where you go and they feed you cakes. The hostess cakes.
That's a maid cafe. They will do that at a maid cafe, so you can
And
do
you
that
feel-
there.
I'm getting all
You'll
the
feel
names
doted
mixed
on.
up now. This is too much to keep track of.
Love hotels, maid cafes,
Maid
hostess
cafes
clubs.
where they feed you hostess cakes, but then hostess cakes where they just sit with you.
Just send Nikki
Or hostess
Hill to
cafe.
Japan for a month with a camera, with
Yeah.
with
Did you say send
meta
him?
glasses. Yeah,
You could go
That'd be
Amazing.
you could go to one of those clubs where like I think they're brothels where like they have rooms that look
listening?
like subways and you get to like
Oh.
grope like the prostitutes and stuff.
I got
I mean that's a thing over there. I don't know.
he's not incorrect. I will tell you what to look up. I'm not gonna get into detail about
Wait,
it.
and not get in trouble like I do here.
I mean that's
So
why
they have
they
Subway
it so they
grope
can
clubs
do
and-
it without getting in trouble. I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
Yes, Japan behind closed doors is very accommodating to some very I guess I'll
Hey.
say awkward things. I don't know.
Corchester.
Well, it's funny how they'll
listening?
yuck a yum
Don't yuck a yum.
like in public,
Public,
you know,
yes.
but then they also have this kind of, I don't want to call it an underbelly, I don't want to shame anyone, but they also have this kind of
There's
realm where
Yes.
you can go and have your
there's
fantasies.
two
looked
Japans.
after.
There's the public facing and behind closed doors. Yes, and behind closed doors, they're very like anything goes pretty much. I was gonna say if you
my apologies to Japan.
people in Discord are bringing up you are the hentai correspondent, so it is important you do this. I want you and everybody else and anyone listening on your own time. I'm warning you, it is adult oriented. So if you're not, so don't look it up unless you're allowed to see that stuff. Washi washi. Look up washi washi because that's an experience you can have in Japan as well. And I won't say anything. more,
Watashi wa Tokyo skis.
Watashi. Watashi means I think.
Mm.
Did you see what
Watashi
Brian
washi
said,
washi.
too?
I
That's
washi
in the
washi.
Forgotten
Perfect.
Realm?
See, I know Japanese. But anyway, that's enough of all that stuff. God, this is about video games. Let's talk about video games.
Sports.
Music Man, did you know you could join the GoNintendo Patreon? For a dollar.
I did join for a dollar.
Well, what did we talk about this week? Let me tell you. I talked about the end of vacation because when we're on vacation, we always play a lot of games, and this vacation was no different. We played a whole bunch of games. Somebody was playing something pretty much any time of the day. We played Delta Room. We played Rhythm Heaven Groove. We played Arcade Archives Pinball Action, I think it was. This house that we rented had an arcade machine in the basement. And one of my cousins got really into this pinball game that's also available on the Switch. So everybody during the week was fighting for high scores, and people were downstairs playing the arcade version and upstairs playing the Switch version at the same time. So we're playing that. There were some very cutthroat games of Mario Party that I stayed far away from because my family is killer with Mario Party. They are bloodthirsty to a degree that I just can't handle. I'm in for Mario Party just for fun. I want some, as Deux knows, I want some pushy penguins, and I just want some lighthearted times. Stealing a couple stars, that's fine. But these people are like, I'm going to kill you and your family, and I'm going to make you have the worst experience you've ever had in Mario Party.
They are their family.
They are their family.
If they're anything like Nintendo, then
That's what
it's
it's like.
dangerous.
I'm sorry. I was looking in the Discord. Your family was all playing, and they get so cutthroat where they say, "I'll kill you and your family," but they are. They are.
Hey,
their
talking
own
to microphone here.
Their odds
I
get
am.
better
Yes,
if they do that.
exactly.
Okay. Oh right. Yeah.
So they played that.
How many tunnels did you learn about?
I will explain that in a second. That's a great question. There was Smash Brothers. I was played a whole bunch of stuff. But yes, as Brhino is asking about tunnel related stuff, there was a tunnel presentation on vacation because my cousin's fiance is part of the planning board for some tunnel thing that they're doing in New York City, some like big thing that's going on. I don't know.
Oh, the mass transit crossing thing.
Yes, I think that's right. I have to be honest. It was a lot like school, so I blanked out and didn't want anything to do with it. But everybody else, literally everybody else, was very, very, very invested in it. And he loves talking about it. And it wasn't like him saying, I want to give a presentation about tunnels.
course
It was
not.
other people at the
Of
house who were like,
course.
tell us about the tunnel you're doing.
I bet you your dad was like locked in.
My dad was locked in, but he wasn't even
Listen,
close to being the most. Yeah, he didn't understand anything. He wasn't even the closest to being locked in. There were other older people there who were honestly, I'm not lying. Everybody but me was like really into it, not like polite. I'm into it. Like literally, it was an hour and a half of them asking questions about every slide. Like seriously,
the picture you sent was great because it said
I could drop
a
it in the
picture
Discord.
truly is worth 1,000 words. Where I knew, like, you were so far away. I mean, it was a huge room. You were so far away from the screen. Everyone was like crowding the screen, and I could tell that you were just like in the back, just like as if you were sitting in the back of the class. Like
I was the bad kid in the back of the class yelling out
throwing
like
gum
jokes
on
and
the
stuff.
ceiling or gluing a penny to the floor.
There, it's in the Discord. You can see we are not lying, or I am not lying. Did I put it in the right place? Yeah.
No.
Did I not? Oh, I put it in the wrong channel. God damn it.
So they haven't found any like sunken pirate ship while they're excavating or anything? Or
That question was asked, but no, unless he's hiding it.
that would
There
be
wasn't
exciting.
anything found. There you go. There's the picture.
You're so far back. You're like,
I'm as far back as you could go. Yes. So
It kind of looks like the conference room of like a Holiday Inn Express too.
there was this house has a room has a little mini theater room with a projector. And after we did this here, everybody was like, we should have done this in the theater room.
Absolutely.
But
big screen.
yeah,
That's
so
the
went from
PowerPoint.
him doing this to everybody saying they wanted to learn about it to a couple people saying you should do like a presentation, and him saying I have a PowerPoint presentation on my computer, and they were like, we'll do that tonight. And people were literally like, you know, everybody goes out to dinner and does their own thing every night, but people would go out to dinner, but before leaving they'd be like, don't do the presentation
time's the
before we get
presentation?
and seriously, people were asking
And
that.
it wasn't in any way ironic. Like this is going to be so funny. He's
I
gonna do a
cannot
ton of
stress-
presentation.
There was no ounce of
And-
irony to any of this.
and
They
I-
were all locked in.
I
love
bet
this.
you, and he's and he.
Burn and cheese, that's great. That's so good.
Wow, that's
That
good.
is amazing.
That is good.
So Mom Brain was sitting in the back with me, and we were joking, and Mom Brain was like, can you imagine the house right next door thinking, what are these people doing? Because they could see right into the window, and they're watching 20 people stare at the TV screen.
like, did your cousin have everyone sign like an NDA? Like,
No, because he said all this is allowed to be
Okay.
discussed. He had another presentation he could not show us. So
And I bet you
the
So-
too-
crowd was
hotels.
very mad about that.
and he's your cousin's fiance, right? So like, it's not like he's part of the family and can be like, screw you, I'm
Exactly.
not giving this presentation. He has to be like nice and be like,
Yes.
sure, let me give my
I
90-minute presentation.
I'll say-
on vacation.
I'll say more after this, after the podcast.
also, it was the
I
first,
cannot express how much he wanted to do this.
I was
Like
gonna
this
say,
is his bread and butter. He
Nice.
was
This
all
was
about
the
it.
Okay,
first
that's
time he had
cool.
a room full of people who wanted to listen to.
Here, this is the best way I
Right.
can put it since you know people in my family. My cousin's fiance gets along perfectly with my dad.
Oh,
They
okay.
could talk, I will say,
all you
at
need to
each other
know.
for hours on end.
at each other.
And there's another uncle who's just like my dad. And there was one night where it was my dad, my uncle, and my cousin's fiance out on the deck in the pitch dark
solving
talking.
the world's problems.
Just talk, and that's what we were saying. And we were like, look at this meeting of the minds on the deck. And they were out there forever. And they came back in, and his name is Matt. I was like, Matt, what were you guys talking about out there? And he's like, we were talking about street signs and why they put them up certain places and how you get to this place
That's
in the city. I was
amazing.
like,
it's amazing.
perfect.
It's amazing.
perfect. So, and then after this was a presentation I was actually interested in. My cousin, a different cousin, has like a camera set up in her basement. And she's captured what she thinks is spirit activity. So we watch
Whoa.
spirit activity,
What?
lots of orbs on cameras and
Did,
everything.
Zach,
Zach Bagans.
He, I
Zach
mean,
Bagans.
he should go investigate. A lot of orb activity. Do I believe in orbs? No, but I know what they look like, and
Also-
these cameras were flooded with orbs. So,
Wow.
also, it's dusty down there.
Dusty
Yes.
basement. Yeah.
Not
listen,
saying,
I
not
have the
saying,
footage. I
I'm
could
just
show you the
saying.
footage, and you can decide for yourself. But it was a good old time. So after these two presentations, after these two presentations in the same night, the family universally agreed that next year everyone is putting together some sort of presentation. And I already said to them, I will not be doing that because it just makes me feel like school, and I don't want to do it. So, but I will
There's
partake in whatever they
not
do.
even like an anime.
It doesn't matter if I like it. It's like when we had speech in high school, and it was like you could give a speech about how you play Perfect Dark. I was like, yeah, that's great. I still don't want to do this, but sure.
Everybody doing a presentation is really aggressive. It's not like each year one person will do it. It's like, no, we're all going to come back with a presentation.
Yes. So they're all very excited, and I'm excited for them, and I will make fun of it while they're doing it, but I will not be doing one. So limes on the table? No limes on the table there. Music
Limes
Man,
on the
I'm sorry.
table.
You don't have to worry.
My
Matter
dad
before.
is
No, it's in
another.
his hand. I think in the guy outside's hand is what I was.
That is my father. Unless
that is your-
that
is
is
that
him
outside?
warped by the window. He is.
Oh,
That's the
it's a
reflection of him
reflection.
in the window. Yeah.
Of his riveted face.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
My dad is famous on vacation, well, in day-to-day life, but
Life, yeah.
on vacation, they know my dad for leaving fruit out on the counter all week. And if anybody goes to move it, he'll be like, oh, I'm going to use that tonight. And he never does it. So no limes, but there were bananas, a cantaloupe, and a new change this week, which nobody had a problem with. 1 can of beans, not opened, just 1 can of beans.
What kind of beans?
I don't know.
Lame.
So there was a can of beans, and he bought one. And my sister's husband was like, "What? Nobody else is going to eat beans with you? You only bought one can of beans?" And he's like, "I just want Franks and beans. That's what I'm going to do. Franks and beans."
Did he ever?
No, never did it. Brought it home with him though. So every day during the week, somebody was like, "John, you gonna eat those beans?" He's like, "It's probably tonight I'm gonna." And then he ate the hot dogs by themselves. And the next day we were like, "What about the beans?" He's like, "I forgot about the beans." And we're like, "You forgot? We told you every day." What? Now they're back
He's
home,
on
and I guarantee
vacation.
they stay in that damn can until next
He
vacation. So
catches up on sleep when he's on vacation too. So
the
he's
amount
a
of
lot
pictures
time
I
because of
have.
beans.
The amount of pictures I have on my phone and videos of people sleeping, old people sleeping, because they all know they're going to get caught and they know no one's safe. My phone is flooded with pictures of them dropping their phone while they're sleeping, out on the deck, sleeping in the blistering sun, asleep on a couch, asleep in the theater. It's amazing. And maybe there's one I could share, but anyway, family vacation. We played games, we slept, we did tunnels. You get.
Did
the
you ever
idea.
go to the movies or any? Did you go see Supergirl or
No, didn't. There's so much.
I saw Supergirl.
I know we talked about it. I want to at least have an opinion on it. I want to go see that. I want to go see the Odyssey. I want to go see. There's something else in there that I wanted to see and I didn't recently. What the hell was it? It was around Spider-Girl. It was around Supergirl. I don't remember what it is though. But yeah, we had like the good run of movies where I was going pretty consecutively, and it ended with the Backrooms. That was the last thing that I've seen.
Starts back up next week.
Spider-Man, baby.
And it starts now.
Perfect segue, because the next thing I wrote about was Avengers Doomsday, because we got the first real full-length trailer for Avengers Doomsday, which is, if you were following the leaks, exactly what was leaked. I read like a log line of the trailer that was leaked a few months ago, and this is what that was. So all that came to fruition. We got to hear a little bit of Robert Downey Jr. Oh my God, it's Robert Downey Jr. As
Robbie Downer.
Dr. Doom.
He was more of an uppers guy, I think.
I think he was an everything kind of guy for a while. But I watched the trailer. Obviously, I'm excited. I'll be there day one. I'm sure Spider-Man will tie into it in some degree, somehow. What's her face? We're still all, everybody thinks, the redhead actress in Spider-Man
Sadie Singh
is convinced she's
Jean
going to be
Grey.
Jean Grey, and she won't talk about it because she can, obviously. But we know X-Men are in Doomsday, and I really think all the X-Men are going to die right in the beginning. All of them. Like, I really think the
I really
old
hope so.
Fox crew is going to die.
I'd love to see that.
And I think like Gambit will stick around because it's, what's his face, and he's new.
For me.
Yeah, for you, they said specifically. No, I think legitimately he'll stick
You
around
think it's
because
gonna
he's at least
start
part of
off?
the new.
So it's gonna
I think
start
the
off
movie
where
will
it's like,
start off with
"Don't
X-Men
worry,
being killed."
The X-Men are here to save us.
Yeah.
And they all die, and they go, "Oh no, today we are all doomed on this doomsday."
And then
And
Robert
then-
Downey Jr. is like,
No
"Did
spoilers,
somebody
please."
say
Oh,
Doom?"
Guys, this is great. You guys should make movies.
We should write a screenplay together.
I really do think that's how.
Lord
Not what
Miller?
you said, but I do think the movie will start out with a big X-Men fight. And whatever, Xavier's Institute gets demolished and they all die.
Extinction.
What was it?
Oh, and maybe Gambit gets out of there and he goes to, our timeline or
I
whatever.
can't remember what movie that over the last couple of years came out, and I thought that was exactly how it was going to like play out, and then
Probably the Doctor Strange movie where everybody dies in that one scene.
Yes, Drake, I saw that and I felt the same way. I'm sorry. Were you making Joker
Do you
being?
think it's
I,
going to be
I was
Scarlet
trying
Witch?
to
No, I
guess
don't
what
think it was
movie he was talking
Marvel.
about.
I don't think it was Marvel. I
Oh,
don't remember.
I
what
want
it
it
was.
to be.
It was
Me too.
something else.
I got that. That
Some
actually is the first
monster
thing that
movie.
made me really excited for this, was seeing those witches.
It would make sense because we're talking about Scarlet Witch being in Doomsday. It would make sense because Vision Quest, the TV show, is coming out
It's
later
coming
this
out,
year.
yeah.
It makes perfect
It
sense.
does.
It really does. And
Is that with two characters, one named Vision and one named Quest?
every time I read the title, I think that
Yeah.
because
Johnny Quest.
yes, it's Vision and Johnny Quest together. That's what it is.
It's a mashup.
I think about it every time because I love the Scarlet Witch, and just from a storyline perspective, what happened in the MCU, I like, but I really don't like that.
They screwed it up.
That
Once you
movie,
went out,
The Doctor Strange,
Strange.
Multiverse, of
Multiverse. I
Madness.
don't like that. That's my least favorite
Because
MCU anything.
WandaVision made her
I-
so great, and then that
I liked
movie.
elements of the
crushed
movie,
her.
but
I
as
liked
far as
elements of the
plot
movie,
line
yes.
of the MCU, I hated it. Yeah.
I will vividly remember coming out of that movie, which I saw with Mom Brain and Dew, and we walked out into the parking lot, and I was like, I love the MCU, but I'm honest about how I feel. And I was in the parking lot, and I was like, I really didn't like that movie. That's like a 3 out of 10 for me. And Deux, I will never forget, said, "Oh God, I'm so happy you didn't like it because I thought I was going to have to pretend that I liked it." I was like, "Don't pretend," but I understand. So
Dude, he's big on keeping his feelings to himself.
he was very excited that we could crap on the movie together.
We
so.
don't go see movies anymore together, by the way, in case you were wondering.
the last
That was a
one.
point where it was, yeah, it was like, I'll ask you if you want to go, but I think we probably won't be going to movies together. But we saw Backrooms together, and that was great.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
if
what
it's
it really
not Marvel,
Hey,
then
you guys
that's
went to see
fine.
it
We
in
could
the
watch
movie?
it together.
I like how the way we know we can go see a movie together is if the movie's not horrible, which is hard to know before you go see the movie. But I think what it is when we go see movies together,
Just ask Brhino.
the big movie guy,
all
yes.
the movies.
what we have to do is it has to be you having a considerable interest in the movie to begin with. So like Backrooms, you were interested in before we went to go see
I
them
love
together.
going to the movies, but it's way better if you want to see the movie going to see. Like
Well, the difference is you're open for any movie
yeah.
at home, but to go out to the theater, there's a next level for you, and that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I always fantasize about being one of those like members that goes to the movies every week,
A-lister.
like all the time, but
Watching up to 4 movies.
So
each week.
my cousin lives in the city, and she's an A-lister because she's right by the theater, and she's like, it makes
Yeah,
sense. I'm
that's
right here.
cool.
I'll go see anything. So yeah, if you could walk out down the street to the theater, maybe it'd be.
and I
different.
feel like
I feel
maybe
this.
when we were younger, I feel like going to the movies was like a thing to do. Like even if you didn't want to see the movie, it was just like like sometimes it would just be like
Yes.
let's go to the movies.
There were plenty of
And
movies.
You didn't have to work for 3 weeks just to go to one movie.
It was cheaper. Everybody was hanging out together usually more often, so it was easier to make plans. And it was like there's a group of 12 people going. So even if you didn't want to see the movie, you're like, oh well, everybody's going, so
Yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah.
We saw a couple movies like that where there was like
Oh, yeah.
22 of us.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, we
Um,
saw that
Like American Pie, I remember the theater being flooded with our friends.
Yeah.
like we saw that Arnold Schwarzenegger like devil movie,
Yep.
which was terrible. But like I don't even know why we went to see that.
That is a situation of it's friends and we'll go
Yeah.
with friends because that movie was horrible. But boy, did we have a fun time.
But it's
with that
funny
movie.
because I still remember going to that movie where there's like a ton of movies I don't remember going to see, and,
Yeah.
and that one, not because the movie was good, but because we were
Exactly.
having a good time.
Quence, I want to point out, says that he's a proud member of the A-list master race. If we had a close, it's not that our theater's far, but if we had a closer theater, I would probably do something like that. I'm down to see whatever. I really
if I
don't
could
care.
walk to a theater.
Oh,
1000%.
yeah.
You almost could.
They closed it down.
Hey,
Oh,
Quence.
that was-
Yeah, it's been closed.
Quence,
for
send
couple
me a
years.
DM and tell me what theater you're regularly going to. I'd like to know. Quence
that'd
actually
be
lives
AMC,
around here.
Oh, is
right?
it nearby?
Yeah, which I did not know before he
That's cool.
became part of the staff, which is crazy. He told me where he lived, and I was like, "You're like 15 minutes away. This is insane."
Wow.
And
Which
see, that's
direction?
why.
He lives in the basement.
East or
Yes,
west?
that way. I don't know that
that-
way.
Is that west?
Down that way,
East, west. That's west.
towards the mall we were
West
talking
is-
about earlier.
Okay. Oh,
Oh wow.
yeah, I'm turned around. You're
Oh,
right.
that's
Gotcha.
Dream Team.
East.
But anyway, moving on. What did I talk about? I talked about Splatoon Raiders because Splatoon Raiders is out, and I was sharing my excitement for that because I love Splatoon in general, but when we get like really close to Splatoon, it's very hard for me to maintain my composure. I just get that excited about the game, and we were like 2 days out, and I was like, I want this game now. So I was talking about that on
Keep my
Patreon.
composure.
And you guys flooded the comments as well, saying how you felt exactly the same. And I know it's a Nintendo game by Nintendo. I get it. But like, there's something about Splatoon, like if I talk about Fire Emblem, there's plenty of people that are excited, but there's people who aren't going to play Fire Emblem. With Splatoon, I was like, man, it seems like people are really jumping on how excited they are for this game. So I was happy to see all of you that excited. And I'll share my opinions on the game later because I've been
know-
playing it.
You've been talking about this leading up to it, so I should have listened. But is it like a Splatoon 4, but they just don't want to call it Splatoon 4, or is
No.
this like a spin-off kind of thing?
Spin-off, yeah. This is a
Cash money.
fully single player Splatoon. It is made from the ground up to be single player. It has 4-player co-op if you want it, but it doesn't have any, Splatoon is the competitive multiplayer game. This has no competitive anything.
Oh, I see. So it's basically a spin-off of all my favorite parts, the non-competitive parts.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you can play. Your only option for multiplayer, if you want to do it, is co-op with friends. You have to know the people. But this is a single player Splatoon game. It is solo.
They don't even let you match up with a stranger, huh? I mean,
don't-
I would never.
I don't
but
think they do.
it's kind of a
Maybe there's
bummer.
a random option. I don't think so. I might somebody in the Discord. You guys know better than I do, but I don't think so. I have a problem with that because usually I only ever think of like I would never play games with strangers. Obviously, we play Fortnite together, but it's because we have our group of friends and we encounter strangers. But I'm not going to jump on Fortnite and be like, well, random lobby for me, just because
God,
that's
that
not the
would
way
be-
I am. So
Brhino would
when
do
I think of like multiplayer games,
Have
I'm
on
only ever
occasion.
thinking of it's fine. It's
Rhino
fine.
would totally do it because he likes to show off to all of them.
That's right. No, you just have an appreciation for the game in general.
Like, I got level 5 sprites.
I just gotta try to find people to go to the love hotels with me. You know?
Where
don't-
have you been looking?
I don't think, yeah, clearly in all the
wrong
wrong
places,
places.
apparently.
This is a cool feature. Yeah, Quence brought this up. By the way, Quence went to the before the game was out, Nintendo invited us to a hands-on event for Splatoon Raiders, and Quence went and checked it out and wrote a feature on it. So go check it out. Huh?
We get to talk
Tentacles
about
on?
that.
No.
Tentacles on. Well, they're
That's
kids
awful.
or they're squids. You have
Mm.
one or the other. Like they have people hands. They have tentacle hair, which when you see them get a haircut, I'm like, they never like show it being cut, but they take out the scissors to go cut the hair, and I'm like, no, those are tentacles.
Yeah, it seems like a
Calamari, right?
Exactly. Quence says in Raiders you can call strangers for missions, but it's like a one-time thing with a cooldown, which is a pretty cool feature, and it's like Dark Souls or Demon Souls or one of those Elden Ring, where E-Ring Eldenar. I'm
Thank
so
you.
sorry. Where like if you need help on a boss fight, there's an option to hit a button and it will call in a random player that's willing to go join you, and they will join you for the fight. So it's a cool idea. I like that. I'm not going to do it, but it's a cool idea. So yeah, I guess outside of that, that's it. You either got friends in real life to play with or you got nobody. And you can do local multiplayer as well. So if everybody has their Switch too, you can connect wirelessly and play that way, but it has online play too. I'll talk more about my opinions later. Oh, I got a text back from the friend who I was asking about their shoes.
Oh,
They said they didn't have my size. I had to order them.
specialty.
well, that was disappointing end to that story.
I know. And it's equally disappointing for the listeners because they have no idea what we're talking about. Moving on. I also wrote about, all right,
We can fill him in. Our friend got shoes.
man, this is
Well,
a
not
perfect
yet, I
segue
guess.
too, but only for people who know this guy. The friend we're talking about. You remember how he used to load up CDs with cutscenes from PS1 games,
Mhm.
and then he would edit music videos.
Yeah.
This week, I wrote about games that had CG backgrounds, computer-generated backgrounds. We don't see that hardly at all anymore nowadays. But back in the PS1 era, it was like everybody, Resident Evil and Silent Hill and
Fear Effect.
Fear Effect.
is that
Yes,
like that?
it's full motion video, but it still counts. It's not computer. You know, like Resident Evil had like a computer generated picture of a part of the mansion that you walked by and all
Right.
that stuff. Oddworld is another one where it does a lot of CG backgrounds and stuff like that. And I really liked that era of gaming because it was such a cool mixture of technologies, because CDs had so much storage space on them that they could load them up with those high-res images and make a Resident Evil where that's all the backgrounds, and those graphics for that time looked amazing. You had like a background that looked like it was from Toy Story and a character that, you know, was crappy polygons. But at that time, we were like, this looks amazing.
Right.
But the background still held up. And there are very rarely indie games that still take that same approach nowadays. But I'm like, I really miss that style of game because I felt like it created such a unique atmosphere. And I hate to bring up Oddworld again, but Oddworld, I think, is such a Parasite Eve is another one. Parasite Eve did all that stuff.
Yeah.
Such a great example. Oddworld is such a great example of like, that was a 2D puzzle platformer. You were just going left to right and that was it. But it had CG backgrounds that, you know, it's like a Mega Man in the sense that each screen is individual. So the screen's borders are where the screen, where that part of the level ends. You go to the next screen and a new screen loads, but each screen has its own CG background. But then say like you went in an elevator or whatever, just you went in an elevator, then the CG background would be animated. It'd be like a whole cutscene where you'd see the elevator go down and the camera would spin around and you'd come out another door and then the gameplay clicks in and you're back on that still screen.
Like Final Fantasy VII did that
Yes,
stuff a lot.
exactly. And I really like that stuff. And I think like that again, it still exists only through indie developers nowadays, but it's very, very few and far between. And I miss that kind of stuff because I think there's something to that style of game that I wish was still around. Because that right now the PS1 aesthetic is very popular. Like games that just from a polygon perspective look like PS1 games. So the characters are polygons like on PS1 and the backgrounds are polygonal like they were on PS1. So no CG backgrounds or anything like that. And I love that style too. But I wish the other thing would come back.
We talk about it a lot. That style probably only exists because they had to, fudge it to make it look like that. You know what I mean? Like they couldn't have a real background that you could interact with. So to make it look nice, they had to do that. But like looking back, you don't see games like that now because they don't necessarily have to make the game like that. So they would have to go out of their way to do like a old school type of game.
Exactly. Like, and they could take pieces and parts of that where you have like, say like a 2D game where maybe the backgrounds weren't CG, but that has like a dynamic camera movement when you go between locations, like, cinematic camera that moves between spaces like that. There are elements you could still do, but yeah, definitely. If they wanted to go for the actual feel of it, it would be somebody would have to slavishly go through and recreate that kind of stuff.
Well, it's a bummer that they don't do. I mean, for me as a fan, it's a bummer they don't do old school like Resident Evil style games anymore because the Resident Evil remake, the first remake they did for the GameCube, still looks excellent today because that's one of the last games I can think of in that style where they had the technology to make it all look good, and it to this day, in my opinion, holds up. I
still think that looks good because the CG backgrounds are better than they were on Resident Evil, the original. But then the character models, they had so much more they could do, and they were still using CG backgrounds, so they could pour a ton of polygons into the characters, and that was it. Because you had like zombies, the main characters, and like ammo boxes, like nothing. They could put a ton of polygons into everything, so it still holds up definitely. So I think there's a way it could be done, and I'm hopeful more developers like move towards that kind of thing. I don't expect big name developers to do it, but indie developers, I'm hoping it like gets more to that spot because I miss that stuff. And a lot of those games, it's not just nostalgia. I think there's like a vibe and an atmosphere and an approach to that kind of game making that would still be enjoyable to this day. We just don't really see it. So especially now from the big name developers because they're not doing any of that stuff. So, and speaking of that, the next post I wrote about was game intros. Another big thing that happened during the PS1 era. Remember like getting like a PS1 game or even a PS2 game or GameCube games where like before the game even started, you would get like a computer generated cutscene and you're like, this looks incredible. And it like just got you pumped for the game. And half the time it didn't even have anything to do with the game. It's just like a cool scene and stuff like blowing up and some guy walking out. You're like, this is amazing. But again, lost to time. We don't really get a lot of games that do that. Just intro cutscenes. It doesn't have to be like computer generated, but like some sort of scene you watch before the game even starts. I'm not
like
talking about
promo for the game.
Yes, exactly. That's what I wrote. It's in arcade games. They'd call it the attract mode, the stuff you would see when you walk by that caught your attention. Like games, I'm not talking about games now. You hit start, the story begins, and you get a cutscene. That doesn't count. I'm talking about title screen, and maybe if you sit there for a couple seconds, something starts playing, and you're like, "This is awesome."
My favorite was whenever there was like a
Drake. Yes, sorry, dude.
Whenever there was like a familiar, like when you would boot up your Genesis or something, it would say Sega. But like my favorite would be like you see the familiar Sega, but like maybe the character from this game comes in, and you're like, "Wait, he's messing with the Sega logo."
That I could write about that stuff to the end of time. I love that stuff. Those little things like idle animations in games. I used to obsess over that. For anybody who doesn't know, idle animations are when you just let a character stand still in the game to see what they do. Nowadays, it's not as prevalent because characters are always doing stuff, but it's like we got to be realistic. So somebody's just like just like you were doing, Music Man. Somebody's standing there with some sort of movement, and that's it. But like back in the day, to use Genesis as an example, if you let Sonic stand still, like he might tap his foot and look at the screen and like get pissed off at you. I think in the first Sonic game, if you waited long enough, he would jump off the screen and die and you'd lose a life, but you'd have to wait there for a really long time. Donkey Kong on Donkey Kong Country Returns.
That's a little extreme. Isn't
well, you gotta wait.
A little emotional there, Sonic.
I guess Sega was like, they made the game. They're waiting way too long, and there's a pause that they didn't bother with, so kill him. But Donkey Kong Country Returns has a good one where Donkey Kong he'll do a whole bunch of things, but one of them is he'll pull out a Game Boy and start playing a Game Boy game, and then like when you go to move the controller, he looks at you and puts it away and goes back. Like I love that stuff. Not too many games do that anymore, but again, same thing as intro cutscenes. And this all I wrote about this because I saw an intro cutscene that I never saw. You played Tekken? Yes.
Tekken 2.
Blue. Yes.
Of
Yes.
course.
This is what this was the impetus for me writing this thing on Patreon. I've dabbled with Tekken over the years, but I don't want to say I'm not a fan. I don't play them. Somebody on TikTok, I love this account so much. Can't tell you what it is because I don't remember, but it's a guy who is going through and watching videos of old games, all the way from like the Atari up to, PS2 stuff, to see games and hear music that he's never heard before, to learn about it. And he's like, man, a lot of this stuff is really cool, like really good stuff. And he's like, hey, Ruffle, I've been thinking about games in the wrong way. So it's just cool to see him learn about stuff like that. And he watched the intro cutscene for Tekken 2, which I've never seen. And I was
so
like,
epic.
this is badass. I watched it's got that cheese to it, like that.
So cheesy.
It is so cheesy, but so damn cool. Like
Oh my God.
I saw, so this is no nostalgia for me at all because I've never seen it before. I watch it and I was like, this is awesome. If I was sitting down to play this game, I'd be so
It like
pumped.
introduces all the characters
Yes!
in like the most badass ways.
Yes.
And cheesy as heck. Looks kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
That like looks even pretty bad now, but like it's so dramatic and awesome.
Yes,
And like
it's melodramatic in the
it's-
best way possible.
Tekken 2 is a reason I bought a PlayStation back then. Like once I saw Tekken 2 over at Jordan Rosnowski's house, that was it for me. Like I never got a Nintendo 64 till later. I went full PlayStation and Tekken 2 was the game, and
Yeah.
I played it so much, forget it. Like
What's the name of the guy with the
Heihachi Mishima.
the mask, the animal
King.
mask? Yes, King. In the intro cutscene, it's like, I guess it's the guy that eventually becomes King. Like he
He was a wrestler. Yeah.
he's like pushed into a whole bunch of trash cans in an alleyway, and like you see him look up at a guy wearing a King mask, and he throws him a King mask. And I'm like, this is so cool.
It's so awesome. It's really
I
awesome.
don't care about any of these characters, but now I want to care about all of us. Oh, it's such a cool scene. So that's what made me write it. Really, if you haven't seen that cutscene, go. I put it in the Patreon post, but if you haven't seen it, Tekken 2's intro cutscene is phenomenal, and the music is a big part of it, Nicky Hill. But it's really, really good.
It's very cinematic for what
yes.
it is, like it's really, really cool.
Nicky, didn't we play like a beach volleyball game?
Oh,
that
Dead or
had-
Alive.
That had a opening epic cutscene.
I bet it did. Oh, epic!
Had
All
to
right,
have,
Yeah.
sure.
I know exactly what was
Did
in
we
it.
rented that or something? How did we end up?
Can you
doing
guys
that?
vamp for a
I don't
minute?
know.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
you might
know.
not.
I don't know if-
Vamp for a
We
minute.
must have.
I remember-
we moved the system down to the television in the family room so that we could play it on
We
the bigger
did.
TV.
We did.
Wait, were you at your house,
We were
Nicky
at
Hill?
his house, his parents' house.
Bigger, and by bigger TV, it's a tube TV. Like it's like just a big box on the floor, basically. But
We played that game a
yeah,
lot.
and
It was
had to
just
have
like the
been-
sexy
it had to have been-
volleyball
I
game,
think
or-
we
Yeah,
had
I think we
three.
played like we were into the fighting game
Yeah,
first, and then
I mean,
that
but
beach
it's
volleyball
also-
game came out.
and like you
We're way into that.
unlock like the character videos and stuff of them. Like there's like
Jiggle physics was a brand new thing,
but like each character had their own like intro video that I think you had to unlock as well. I don't remember everything about it, but yeah, it was like,
Man, that sounds great.
just two budding young teenage boys in his parents' living room,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Indian style on the carpet.
I spent way too much time in
First
Tomb
cross
Raider
eyes.
2 trying to get the camera angle like just perfect.
Dead or Alive beach volleyball is somewhere in this
Oh, it
house.
wasn't-
I
yeah, it
have a
wasn't beach
copy.
volleyball for us. But I think it was probably Dead or Alive like 3.
we didn't do the volleyball.
Well, I
one
think we did the volleyball later, but the fighting game.
I
was
bought it
possibly-
for I'm a different person now, but I bought it for the same reason back then. I was like, I don't give a crap about volleyball, but jiggle physics. This is the
Oh,
new
jizzle
rage. I got
physics.
jizzle
physics.
physics.
Jizzle
I'm
figures.
sorry.
Well, the other one,
Jizzle physics.
the other one that you had got.
Started with jiggle physics, went to jizzle.
'Cause you're not a
physics.
big bicycle fan, but you did get that BMX game. That was a
Now,
big deal being mature. Game
That's
and
not
stuff.
fair because I bought the other Dave Mirra games,
Oh, you
but
did?
yes,
Okay.
that is. But that is the only one I still own.
I
Dave
just remember
Mirra.
that being a big deal 'cause
BMX
it was
Triple
like-
X.
yeah.
Yes, because at the time that was scandalous. You could ride
Oh,
bicycles topless. and there was a whole uproar about it. So I still
Seems
own that.
dangerous. Like,
Huh?
seems dangerous to ride a bike topless.
Some
Well,
road rash.
You know, that had not jiggle physics, but ragdoll physics, and it
Mm.
was very funny, especially when topless women fell off their. I
Well,
sound like
that-
the world's
You get
worst
your
person.
boob
I
caught in
can't
the
tell-
chain or something.
But that wasn't even like
That's a move, actually.
You
Boob
were,
chain.
like, were you unlocking videos or like photos or something?
Yes,
That
you
was
could
the thing,
unlock
yeah.
live action videos that had nudity in them. So yeah, it was,
Wow.
Listen, it was the early 2000s when, everything had to be edgy and cool and sexualized and all that. And did it
That
work?
game-
Yes, because I was a teenage boy at the time.
That
so-
game got stolen a lot from the video store that I worked at, as a matter of fact. But I
But-
never played it,
but
so I
did it
didn't
get
know that there
returned?
was nudity
so
in
funny.
it. So
Well,
this is
I have
new
it here.
information.
Did you
I
guys
have a
see
Just
GameCube.
like
I
people
have a
love this
Wii. You could play it later
Wow.
today.
Wow.
I was thinking we were going to play Rhythm Heaven Groove, but if you want to
Jizzle
jizzle
Physics
to
it is.
BMX Triple X, you could do that. So yes, that all started with amazing game intros, which we don't really see anymore. But moving on. Oh yeah, okay. Last thing I wrote about is, as I've said many times, when I'm on YouTube every day because that's what I use for music. I listen through YouTube music, and the algorithm knows me more than well enough to put together a playlist of stuff I've never heard and stuff I like. So yesterday I was just letting it do its thing, and it came up with some guy's YouTube channel where it's like collections of calming Sega Genesis music, and I was like, yeah, we're fine, sounds good to me. So I listened to one of them. It was interesting, a whole bunch of music from a whole bunch of different games. Then it was like volume 2. And I'm working and I'm listening. I was like, oh, that's a good song. I listened and I was like, oh, this is a good song too. And like 15 minutes went by. I was like, these are all amazing songs. So I clicked over to see what it was. And it was a whole rabbit hole. The guy was playing music on a Sega Genesis, but the game never released on the Sega Genesis. But it released on a system that had a sound chip that was compatible with the Sega Genesis. So this guy, for whatever reason, was like, I wonder what it would sound like on the Genesis. So took the time to put it over there. And he's like, it plays almost exactly perfectly on the Genesis. So that's the version of the soundtrack I was listening to. The game, so it's, again, I need to stress, it is not a game you can get on the Sega Genesis. It never came out. It was on Saturn. It was on PC. It wasn't on TurboGrafx. It was on PC 98. And here's the really funny part. Later, in 2019, it got a remake. If you want to play the game, you can get it on Switch right now. It's called that's YU-NO.
I don't know. What's it called?
A Girl Who Chants Love at the Bound. It's a visual novel. That's all I can tell you. Or I think there's like some other elements to it. But this soundtrack is unbelievable. I put the whole video on Patreon because I was like, how many different games is this? It's all the same game. It's a 2.5-hour video of only music from this game, and it's one of the best soundtracks for a game I've ever heard. It's unbelievable, especially for like what they were achieving with the sound chips at the time. Oh my god, it's so good. I want to play the game just to hear the music again. So I shared that with everybody. Again, I could drop the link in the Discord.
Music in the Switch version?
So I watched the trailer for the Switch version, and it has covers or remixes of those songs. And based on what I heard in the trailer, they seemed pretty good. I just prefer like the original stuff, the real Raven. I like the chiptune version. This has some chiptune elements to it, certainly, but it was really good. So as soon as I find it, I'll drop it in the Discord. But we never had a chance to hear this soundtrack until 2019 because the game never got released outside of Japan. So just people are always talking about what's the best Sega Genesis soundtrack, what's the best Super Nintendo soundtrack, and we're talking about our favorites and all that crap. And there's so many games that we've never heard and we'll never experience, but at least this is one of them. All right, I want to drop the link in the Discord. I'm sorry, is it 2? Yes, 2.5 hours. Go subscribe to this guy. He hasn't uploaded in years. But the soundtrack is worth it. I promise you. If you're very fond of Genesis style music, Sega Genesis, not the other Genesis, you will like this. There you go. All right. That's enough of that. Let's get to the news. And I got to do everything. I don't remember anything else.
Finally.
Here we go.
Finally.
What happened this week? I don't know. I'll tell you. I don't remember. I know a lot of Miyamoto stuff happened, and some asinine AI garbage happened too.
Oh no.
What do we got here?
Hey,
Oh,
I
my
happened
God.
This week?
AI happened this week.
Ugh.
It's true.
Worst.
And believe it or not, it got something wrong.
No.
What do we got here? Nope.
It wasn't
Yeah, I'll
the
talk
name
about
of
this.
Nicky Hill's dog, was it?
Cannot confirm or deny. So as you may remember, there is this situation where the president of the United States was like, I'm gonna put tariffs on everybody.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you know, I don't think I like that guy. So tariffs and people in the electronics businesses and game companies and computer chip manufacturers and all that stuff were having to pay a lot more than they expected to get the components that they needed for what they were making, and then they raised the cost of things because they had to make up the money they were losing. Blah 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 blah. Became a big problem. And obviously, it's still going on now because we need 8 gazillion AI data centers, and they're the only ones that can get the chips for some reasons. But whatever, it's another thing. So the tariffs were put in place. A lot of people said the tariffs were illegal. It went to court eventually, and the court was like, "Yeah, these are illegal."
Oh, I read about this.
And then they were like, "Okay, now you got to give all the companies their money back," and that's in the process of what's happening now. So 2 people started a class action lawsuit specifically against Nintendo because they were like, well, I bought a Switch 2 and I paid $50 more than I was supposed to, and you guys are getting your money back, so I think Nintendo should give us money too. And Nintendo's lawyers responded in probably the worst possible way they could have. I know Nintendo is like, oh God, this is not, clearly whoever said this is not a PR person, and they shouldn't be, but the statement got out there. So
Come and get it, dirtbag.
Nintendo has had their lawyers ask for dismissal of the class action lawsuit, and Nintendo's lawyers said that customers, quote, received exactly what they bargained and paid for, end quote. And then following that, they said, quote, plaintiffs are not entitled to a rebate simply because of intervening legal developments related to tariffs, end quote. So those 2 things came out, and, you know, Nintendo's always doomed, but of course, everybody started hating Nintendo for it. And I'm not saying you can't. Go right ahead, but it was worded in a way to just.
I mean, they're right.
Like people have said, yeah, I'm not going to complain.
You know, like they knew that they were paying that much money for the thing. It's like,
yes, but that's a
fault.
sensible reaction,
Like
Music
Nintendo-
Man, and you can't say that because that's
Nintendo,
not.
like planned their whole thing based on what the cost of things were, and then an illegal thing happened that made those prices.
Mhm.
It's different.
Listen, it sucks that the prices went up, and
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. But when you say things like that, I always say it sounds like you're hell corporate, but nobody went to your house and was like, you buy that Switch 2 right now and you got to spend the extra money. If you don't think the $50 was worth it, then you don't buy it. It sucks that it went up, but to be like, Nintendo got the money back, and from a legal standing, I understand what they're saying, but I can also understand customers or consumers being miffed about it and wanting money back.
It's like a luxury item. It's like you don't
Yes.
have to buy it. Like
Yeah.
it's not food
Yes.
or water.
You're looking for. I 100% agree
And
with you,
me,
but
I
we're
love
trying to have a.
capitalism. I love it.
If there's one thing I know about you above all else, there's nuance to the conversation that the internet is never willing to have about anything. So you could say, like, we're all saying it sucks. We don't want the price to go up, but in this situation, it is what it is, and nobody forced you to buy the system. So
I'm not a big fan of suing people anyway.
yeah, right. If you went to the store and you saw the price and you were like, I am willing to buy the Switch 2 for $550, then you made the decision. That's it.
What was the price increase? I don't remember.
$50, but it hasn't gone up yet.
Right.
Where that's in September, but Nintendo instead of
They made a small adjustment in the beginning.
yes
but
to
it wasn't
try and
even
just
on-
stave off
what
all the
was it?
stupid.
It wasn't on.
It was
hardware,
like $10 on an
control.
amiibo here, or $10 on a controller here, or $10 on a game here. Yeah, stuff like that,
It's
because they
just-
were trying to avoid the price increase on the Switch 2, and then things got worse, and they're like, now we really don't have a choice. And for a long time, Nintendo looked like the best of them because Sony and Microsoft are like, all right, we got to raise the price, $100, $150. And then Microsoft is like, we got to raise the price. Okay, we're good. Oh, no, wait, we got to raise the price again. And people are like, Nintendo's like, we also have to raise the price now, but $50. So people are like, oh, that's not so bad.
But it hasn't even happened
It hasn't happened yet. No.
because I was going to say one thing that I could see them doing if they were going to do something was the same thing that happened with the 3DS, where they were like, if you were an early adopter and you bought the system and registered it, we'll give you like points or
you got a bunch of games or
digital
something,
gift
didn't you?
card for a game. Or
You were
something.
part of that.
I think so.
You were part of that.
Yeah,
I was
I-
part of that. We were 3DS ambassadors.
Yeah, that was cool. It got some free games.
That was cool. But believe it or not, that made people very mad because they were like,
Oh.
just because I didn't buy it at launch, I can't play
Oh,
Urban
there
Champion
you
on
go.
my 3DS. And I don't know if anybody said that specifically, but
well,
they were like, I can't
would
get
have
the-
if I missed out, but
I can't get these retro games on my 3DS. A lot of people did say that.
Wait, they were exclusive games?
Yes,
For-
because we
oh.
were ambassadors. We jumped in at full price.
I mean, I'm not saying even that. I just mean like they could still give it like a digital gift
Hey, Blood Ocean.
card or whatever, a code out to people who registered it or whatever during that certain window. But we're already saying they already took their steps to
Nintendo was
lessen the blow from the start. Like
With-
they did.
yeah.
They tried their best.
Yes. With the 3DS, especially, Nintendo was like, this sucks because these people bought this. It's not selling like we wanted
Now-
it to, so we got to lower the price. So here's something for
Are
you
they
that bought it, but we're
continuing?
not going to give you money back.
Is that price jump going to still take place, or they're canceling that?
The Switch 2 price increase?
The increase.
No, it's that's going on because the tariff situation made that bad, but the AI chip situation is making it much worse. Like that's only going to get exponentially worse. We're at
So
the beginning
the
of
price
multiple price
increase-
increases for everything
The
computer
price
wise.
increase is not because of the tariffs anymore.
Not right now, no. Now that they're getting their money
No,
back.
everything is bad in all directions.
That's
you
also
know,
true. Yes.
So it's
So hopefully, if you bought the Switch 2 and some games or an amiibo or whatever, and you did pay the increased price, you're not angry about it. But if you are, try and get in on this class action lawsuit. I don't know if it's going to be dismissed or not, but I will keep
it
you up to date.
certainly didn't help that after this Nintendo spokesman said that, he put on sunglasses and got into a Lambo.
That was Miyamoto. All
If
right.
you go to a Nintendo Love Hotel, you can participate in an ass action lawsuit.
They'll give you a coupon for that one. You can cash it in, yeah. I'm not going to talk about that. I will talk about this. So Nintendo put out they do an Ask the Developers feature for select first-party games. So you might remember this. Back in the day when the late, great Satoru Iwata was still around, he would do Iwata Asks, where it was the president of Nintendo doing interviews with their developers about the games that they were making. Iwata passed away, sadly, many years ago from his bout with cancer, and then they continued in the tradition of those interviews with Ask the Developer. Just nobody leads it now. So
Even though he's not around anymore, they still ask a lot of questions.
I know we were all trying to come up with the pun, but you nailed it.
How can I make a joke about this dead guy? We all have the exact same thoughts. There you go. So yes, people still ask Iwata questions about games that come out. There was one about Splatoon Raiders and how the game got made and all the stuff that went on. But in that same interview, which Deux lightly touched upon earlier, Nintendo wanted to make sure that people know, yes, while this is a spin-off for Splatoon, don't worry, we will continue Splatoon proper. Who said this? One of the developers.
MC
It doesn't
Hammer,
matter.
because he said proper.
They said, quote, we will continue to develop competitive gameplay going forward. That's why we developed this game as a spin-off and not as Splatoon 4. So what do we get here? Nintendo says, yep, competitive Splatoon will continue. Nintendo specifically said Splatoon 4, and Nintendo doesn't just throw names out there unless they mean something. So people are like, well, I guess Splatoon 4 is going to be the thing. So if you're worried about Splatoon going the way of co-op and people working together or only single-player stuff, don't worry. You're going to get another competitive Splatoon. So when? Probably a couple of years. I don't remember when the Switch one came out. Switch one came out a while ago. So
Yeah, whenever Deep Ocean makes another soundtrack, Deep Water, Ocean Surprise. What's the name of the band from Splatoon?
Ocean Spray.
you're hitting me on a weak spot because
Oh,
I know
Deep Cut?
Deep cut.
Deep Cut.
Yes, because there's each new Splatoon introduces more bands. So there's multiple bands.
Oh.
There's Callie and Marie. I don't remember their names. I don't remember their band
You
name.
just said their names.
No, they have a band name. They have a band name. It might, for all I know, it might be Deep Cut. I don't know. There's the new one, the newest one that's got, I don't remember the name. names. The one guy is called Big Man, and then there's
big man.
so the yellow one and the blue one. I don't remember their names.
Buckenberry and Ala Gold.
That's what it is. So yeah, I mean, music is a huge part of all Splatoons, and like bands in particular, and music styles and all that. There's a whole bunch of them. So a lot of that has fallen out of my brain. But Big Cut or Deep Cut is one of them for sure.
Maybe 7.
I don't think that's one of them, but so yeah, don't worry, you're getting more of that though. So if you're like, I don't like single player Splatoon, where's multiplayer Splatoon? It's like you had your 3 multiplayer competitive Splatoons. Can we get a spin-off and then we'll get back to the regular stuff? So don't worry. Yes, Quence, thank you. Shiver and Fry, of course, as Quence says, the iconic, unforgettable characters. Shiver and Fry. Thank you. You should just do the review. Moving on. Hasbro announced a brand new Legend of Zelda toy lineup. Obviously,
that's why we're asking you. Hasbro announced it.
Maybe
Bro announced it.
I'll give that the light applause.
All right, okay.
All out.
And obviously they're doing this because in 2027, the live action Legend of Zelda movie is coming out. So Hasbro, all the toy companies were fighting to get this license in the lead up to the movie, and Hasbro won it. And they've revealed their first 3 toys that are coming out. They were, I don't know. It's
Tingle,
a Zelda,
Tingle,
tingle, and tingle. It was a Zelda, a Link, and a Ganon, 6-inch figurines that are available. I think they're up for pre-order right now. So they were really nice looking, actually. Usually when these things get turned into toys, it's pretty hit or miss because you get like, what's that company's name? They do everything. They do everybody's
Kenner?
toys. Huh?
Kenner.
Mattel.
Jack's Pacific. That's them. Yes.
Jack.
They, yeah,
The-
it's
the-
like JAKKS.
Yeah. Okay.
They get licenses for everybody, and sometimes they're really good, and sometimes it's like, there you go, thank you, Spaced Out. There's the official ones. They look good. I like the way they look.
Who's
Definitely.
playing Ganon in this movie?
We don't know.
We don't know. Who do we think it is based
Will
on that
Ferrell.
picture?
That looks like game Ganon to me. These are exactly done off
I
the
think these are-
game,
yeah,
so
these are-
these are game
Okay.
images, but they're doing it as tie-in, because the movie's coming.
Gotcha.
But I don't remember the names of Link or Zelda. We know them, but
But they didn't go with
it's got to be Chris Pratt.
they didn't go with big names for Link and Zelda, right?
no,
Do you think they're gonna have to do a big name for somebody?
Black.
One of the characters?
the biggest name that I don't remember her name, which is very funny, but not confirmed yet. But as far as I'm concerned, confirmed. The
Impa?
From what's it called?
Or not? Was it?
Severed?
Severance.
Severance.
Yeah,
Severance.
yeah.
The girl from his girlfriend
His-
from Severance.
Yeah.
She's
Wife.
gonna be wife. She's gonna be Impa.
Spoiler.
No.
We've seen background. We've seen behind the scene pictures of her, not officially. Somebody was snooping around out in the woods while they were filming in New Zealand and got pictures of. It looks like her, definitely, and
Cool.
it's not an AI picture. Her as Impa, and she looked awesome. Like, it looked really good. I was impressed. But yeah, Ganon. All right. I mean, this is a video game podcast. Who should play Ganon? Live action.
I mean, if we're looking at
David
this,
Harbour.
like I hate to,
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
David Harbour, especially after his DTF acting,
I think it could be okay.
that could be okay.
I don't want it to happen, but I think Hollywood would cast like Khal Drogo or whatever.
Oh
When
no!
when you said I don't want it to happen, I knew who you
Yeah.
were gonna say.
No, not
Los
him.
Lobo or whatever.
Yeah, what is his name?
Jason Momoa.
Jason
Yes.
Momoa, the movie guy. Of course, you would know Jason Momoa. Yeah, I
Or-
don't want that.
Or any WWE. Is it E or F? What are we talking about?
Well, are you talking about the pandas, or are
Wrestlers.
you talking about the wrestlers? Then
The
it's E. Yeah.
wrestlers. Yeah.
It'll be
Like Roman Reigns or something.
no.
Not that
it'll-
I want that.
How
I'm
about
just saying, like, along-
Reacher?
Oh,
Make him
Reacher. I mean, I love Reacher. I don't know if he. I mean, he might be able to do it.
Apparently, he's in some new movie with Shailene Woodley,
Mhm.
where there's like hardly any dialogue.
Oh,
It's like
interesting.
It's
action focused
Yeah.
mostly, and like lots of like needle drops throughout the movie.
Where's this movie being? Oh, sorry. Finish your thing.
That's all I got really. I don't know anything else about where's it being shown.
No, where's Zelda being shot? Like
New Zealand.
It's so is it non-American crew, non-American casting then? Because
we don't know the details on that, to tell you the truth. All I can tell you is Sony and Nintendo are working together on it. That's all that I know.
Are you on the crew?
John Rhys Davies,
Nicky?
is he still alive?
He could be Tingle.
I'd want a Ganon to represent more the Ocarina of Time Ganon, where he was strong, and tall, but he wasn't like this hulking beast
We
like
got barrel-chested
Do Michaels
Ganon
as
nowadays,
Ganon.
yeah. There you go.
Here-
Yeah.
here first.
Well, I mean, he also has to have some muscles too.
Yes. My favorite Ganondorf, or my favorite Ganon, is Ganondorf in Wind Waker. I really love that one, but they're not going to do that in a movie.
I heard they're just gonna have a big pig.
See, I know it's going to be CG
They're gonna
in the
hire
movie if they do the pig, which
They're gonna
I don't
hire,
care about CG.
Ukja from Ukja.
I would love nothing more for them to do a live action Zelda movie where they do a practical pig Ganon, because it's going to be so good bad. I just want to see it to be like, good for them for doing it. It looks terrible, but good for them. I just want to see it.
Like
But
running through like a model of like a town, so it looks like it's enormous. But
Yes.
it's just a real pig.
Yeah.
Just
we haven't even seen a trailer for the movie yet. I don't know what to expect. I'll go in open minded, but the Mario movies didn't do it for me, so we'll see what happens.
No, because you're not 11.
I'm not 11. I'm 11 at heart, but even the heart of an
Yeah.
11-year-old wasn't enough for me.
Wasn't
But
enough.
Fox in the movie did it for me. I was all about that. That was fantastic. So that like 5 minutes of the movie altogether, I'm all about it. 10 out of 10. But yeah, everything else. Like I said, I like the second movie better than the first. But
I've got a controversial
Ganon pick.
Ganon pick. Michael B. Jordan.
I don't hate it.
I think that'd be pretty good.
It would be controversial to many people, yes, for obvious reasons.
Why? Because
Not us at the table.
Small statured.
Yeah, that's definitely why. Yeah.
Is he small?
Well, I don't know. Compared to this picture of Ganon,
Yeah, I mean, if we're
Ganon
going
is
this
pretty
tall.
tall. Ganon is
his
pretty tall.
chest is like a giant.
Yeah. Ganondorf's pretty stacked. So anyway, there you go. Toys, you can pre-order them now. I don't remember how much they are, but they're pretty nice. I can't believe you guys are, I'll say, honored. I don't know. It's for you to decide if that's true or not. So lucky and honored to be here on the day of the monthly sales
Oh my God,
charts.
I've always wanted to do
It
this.
is coming true.
This
Josh,
is a Wheel of Fortune moment for me.
It has
where
had
Price is right.
do not look at the charts, anybody here at the table. And Josh, if you could.
MPD is out and Circana is in.
I remember that being longer. I took a drink. I'm sorry. Yes, we are doing. All right. So to explain, Nicky Hill, please pay attention. To explain, here's what goes on. We are looking at the monthly software sales for the United States. We're specifically talking about June, and we're talking all systems. It doesn't matter what system it came out on, just literally the top 10 best-selling games of June in the United States. And the one big change for those who usually do this is the second month, and this is how all months will go on from here on out. This is the second month where digital numbers for everything are included. They just happen to be estimated numbers for some of it. But still, you are factoring in digital, so that rejiggers how you feel about where certain things place, but blah, 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 blah. We'll start with someone who knows how to play the game. We'll start with you if that's
all
okay.
systems,
Uh,
just New Jersey.
This is all systems, United States, June.
United
I would love to play you the music. Here it is. Please.
Call of Duty, bro.
Call of Duty, bro, is the first guess. And surprisingly,
No way.
there is no Call of Duty
No.
on this top 10.
Wow.
Let me triple check. No Call of Duty.
Oh no.
I think it's because we're close enough to the new Call of Duty coming out that people are pulling back.
Call of Duty.
So you're out. Brhino,
X, triple X.
do you have a guess?
I'm
All systems, all games.
not going to have many guesses
June.
for this, but I'll guess something for Halo because there's a campaign involved coming out.
How, man, I just had a brain fart. Hi, Malik Halo, and you just said Halo. Halo. I'm so sorry. Halo is not on here. You missed Halo. If you were here next month, you would have been right because I know it's on the top 10.
I assumed it was wrongly timed.
Because it just came out on PlayStation 5, the
Oh, yeah.
the remaster or the remake of the original. Nicky Hill.
I'm about to win this thing, aren't I?
I'm gonna say
Good chance.
Yoshi and the Mystery Book, whatever that one's called.
Yoshi and the Mystery Book, which is very close to the actual name.
Mysterious Pokemon?
That is the answer. No, that is
Oh,
not
no.
here. I am so sorry. So you've waited all this time to play this game, and you
Right.
literally
I'm
get
gonna
one
one-shot
answer,
this.
and you'll win it.
One shot this. Due to current events, I'm going to say FIFA. Of some kind.
FIFA, he
Ooh,
guesses,
great
which
shit.
is EA Sports FC. And, well, I've got great news. We're running it
over.
back. The
Yeah.
game's starting over.
What, 'cause
So
it's the
all of you
American
managed
list,
to
I
not
guess?
get. This is US, so we.
Well, yeah, but I just figured everybody would be in soccer.
I think that's a fair guess. I really do, but it is not.
But it's wrong.
Holy cow.
It's a terrible answer, but it's a fair guess. Do again, chance of redemption.
Red Dead Redemption 2, since you said it.
Okay.
Oh, you're feeding the answers.
Okay.
Go.
Well, then don't listen to me because that is not on here.
I set you up.
There you go. So, Brhino, back to you.
Brhino, Grand Theft Auto 5 guess. Sorry, I was trying to do a joke. I was trying to do a joke like the redemption joke, and I just basically said the title. And it wasn't that funny, and it may not be right, so I wouldn't.
You just bought me a lot of time, and I did nothing with it. GTA 5?
GTA 5 is not on the list.
I told you.
All right, Nicky Hill, back to you.
Sorry about that.
This is better than anything I had.
This is so funny that we can't get this.
I'm very
I
much
was
enjoying
so
this.
sure I had it with the soccer.
I don't know. Names.
This is the radio.
A
they pay for.
Pokemon of some sort.
Pokemon of some sort stealing Due's answer. And I'm sorry. So, unbelievably, that is not on here. Once again,
That's
you
why
have
I
a,
didn't say it. I knew.
Do you have a
it wouldn't
list
be
of
there.
games in front of you?
you have a
What's the list that
chance
you're looking
to win once again.
This is so pathetic.
All you need is one game on the list.
Let's go with Star Fox.
Star Fox is on the list. Yeah! You did it. Let me give you that well-earned applause. We'll give you both of them.
Oh,
Yes.
so there were games that on the list that came out before 10 years ago?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize.
I should have prefaced. You should guess games that came out recently and also aren't directly aligned with only your preferences. Yeah. Star Fox is on the list. It debuted last month at number 4, or at number I don't remember. Oh, it stayed in the same place. It debuted at 4, and it's at 4. All right, so here's your top 10, starting with number 10. NBA 2K26, basketball, Minecraft, MLB The Show 26, Forza Horizon 6. Another one that I'm a little, I won't say upset, surprised that someone at the table didn't guess, Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, because it was on the charts last month, and it is Nintendo related. It was 5 last time. It's 6 this time. Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight,
That's
yes.
out?
Tomodachi Life?
No, Lego Batman?
Yeah.
Lego Batman's been out for a few months now. Yeah, at least 2 plus.
What the heck did I pre-order? And when is like?
Did you pre-order the Switch 2 version?
Yeah.
That's
Lego
not out
Cat,
yet.
Not all
Lego
coming out at the same
Catwoman.
That is
time.
not out
Probably.
yet. That is later this year. Yes.
Oh.
Star Fox at 4.
Yeah, I would have definitely guessed that. I just didn't think it was out yet. I thought they were all coming out.
Oh, Tony De La Mancha's calling you out.
No, I see what they're saying. It counts as Pokemon, and it's not on the list.
Oh, it's not on the list.
007 First Light, which debuted at number 1 last month, came in at number 3 this month, so doing very well.
Did you play that?
No.
The absolute runaway success, Mecha Chameleon, which we talked about last time, which is the
Oh yeah, it's all over my TikTok.
you're the little guy and you paint yourself to hide in environments. A ginormous success. I cannot express how big that is. Last time I checked in, it was at like I'm forgetting the number. It was either 12 million or 17 million. Doesn't matter what it is, because either of those is unbelievable
That's an indie game.
for a developer that nobody knows. Yeah, which is crazy good
Cost
for them.
like $700 to make the game.
Yeah, like it wasn't an expensive game to make, and it's not an expensive game for
Yeah.
customers either. It's like $5 or $6 or something.
Man.
But
But
yeah.
$5 times 17
Yep.
million.
they're killing it. They're killing it, and streamers latched onto it, so just trumpets it that much more. Big hit. But
It looked
not
a little violent for me.
But well, then you're really not going to like number 1, because number 1 was UFC 6.
Which makes sense. The same reason you said FIFA. because there was a big UFC fight in a very
Really, the UFC game is the number one game.
It debuted this month in June, and it was number one. Yes,
It's because
UFC is
of
very-
America's 250th. Didn't they add the White House as a playable arena? in that
I
game?
have to be honest. I don't pay much attention to the game because I'm
I
not
feel
covering
like
it
I
for
saw
work,
that or
so I
read
don't
that
know.
somewhere and then
Look it up.
skipped past it quickly. But
Yes, I honestly don't know because I'm not covering it for GoNintendo, so I don't read the press releases. But yes, that is your number one. For those wondering, The Adventures of Elliot: The Millennium Tales
they
debuted.
added it as a digital
That's
arena in UFC 6. and
That
that's why.
The Adventures of Elliot debuted at number 15. So remember, that's on all systems. And Matty Piss, everyone's favorite at Circana, said that was, quote, a great start. So it shows you, how wide ranging the numbers can be. Even if you're not in the top 10, you're still doing great. What else happened this month? Let me tell you. As far as game sales go. 4.5 billion made during June by the game industry, a decrease of 21%. Why such a big drop? Well, because last June the Switch 2 came out, so that was a lot of money being spent then that wasn't spent now. First half spending for this year finished 1% behind 2025. So good compared to last year, but not good for the industry overall just because it's hurting. Do all that. Switch 2 was number one once again in terms of units sold and dollars made. PS5 was number 2 once again in terms of units sold and dollars made. Poor old Xbox again at number 3, but we do have a slight ray of sunshine. Xbox spending more than doubled in this month compared to last year, so that's good. Just still, nobody will buy the damn Xbox. They're hurt, but they're trying to turn it around.
Xbox is spending.
No, consumer spending on Xbox. Xbox is certainly trying to turn it around right now, and whether they can, I don't know. I hope they do because personally, I really like the Xbox, and I really don't. You've heard it all before. I like a healthy industry, so I want everybody to do well. I want Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo to all do well. So Microsoft has fallen so far when it comes to Xbox terms, and as far as reach goes, that light out there.
It's a disco ball.
It's for the woodpecker that's out on the deck. It scares it away.
Gotcha.
So also we
Stupid
had to
woodpecker
position
that
it to
it
make
doesn't know
sure
it's not
it
real
didn't.
wood.
The first place we put it, it reflected the light right above where the cat eats. So the cat was like freaking out. And we're like, all right, so we moved it to here. So sorry, you guys have to deal with it now. So there you go. A good month for Nintendo, which is great to see.
Congratulations, Nintendo.
Congratulations.
I'm a little
Is that
disappointed
a
in
real
Yoshi.
congratulations?
That was a real. Sorry, that was not a Duke. Congratulations.
What'd you say?
I'm
forgot to wear my
disappointed
shirt.
in Yoshi. Came out in late May and it's not on the top 10.
It was on the top 10 last month. I could see where it is
Yeah,
placement
good
this was.
news.
I know it was in Nintendo's top 10 for the month. I know that. But
I
again,
guess
even
when
if
it's
it's not,
more
it could have been
than
number
everyone
11.
else's.
I don't know. But even if it's not in there, it could still be selling millions of copies. So, and also, great segue. They just released a demo for that game too. So if you don't know if that game would be for you, go check out the demo. We heard a lot from. We heard a lot from Miyamoto this week. He did like a massive 40. So Famitsu magazine is a Japanese magazine that covers video games. They've been around for 40 years. They had a 40th anniversary issue. They had an interview with Miyamoto in it, and he talked a lot about everything. So I'll give you a very quick rundown. He says he talked about new characters. He says, it's been 25 years since I arrived at Pikmin, which was the result of my own pursuit of a globally appealing character. So we need to be more proactive to create new ones. I'll leave that to the younger generation. So he's like, I'm not doing any more new ones. I just whatever. But Nintendo has plenty of other new IP that they've done. Just Miyamoto hasn't created them. Miyamoto is saying the last brand new IP he made was Pikmin, which was on the GameCube. Other than that, he's done sequels for his games. But new IP from Nintendo all the time. I mean, a major one is Splatoon that he, had help in, but he didn't create that. But there's new stuff from Nintendo all the time. Just, when people think Nintendo, they think mascot characters. And if it doesn't count, if it doesn't have a mascot character, they don't see it as a new game. So mascot character game, Splatoon, which came out during the Wii U era. There's other minor ones in there. I don't know if people will count them, but yeah, as far as this is our big new flagship thing. We haven't seen that in a while. So he's saying, yeah, we're going to do more. Just I ain't doing it because what? He's 70 something. I don't know. He also talked about game remakes and he defended them. He says, quote, some people might say there are a lot of remakes, but after 5 years, a lot of people have outgrown games and stopped playing them. Young people today don't have the opportunity to play games from 10 years ago, so remaking them to be more playable and releasing them again is a good way to meet the demand. Letting people know the original games also leads to future developments, so we've been actively pursuing that recently. So he's like, hey, it's a win-win, and we teach people that the game exists or the franchise exists, and if that does well enough, then we can be like, oh, now we can actually make a new game in that franchise. So there you go. As you've all heard, I've flipped on how I feel about remakes. So
Big 180. Changed parties.
I'm on the other side of the fence now. So I was going to make it political, but I'm not going to do that. Huh?
Is the grass greener?
Yeah, grass is greener.
Oh,
Gas is
The
greener.
grass truly is.
Gas
greener on
is
the other
greener
side.
over here. Grass is greener
Ass
too.
is leaner.
Ass is leaner. Gas is greener. Touch my wiener. Moving on.
Bring it on home.
As many speculated, yes, the Star Fox remake and Yoshi and the Mysterious Book came about because of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Obviously, Nintendo and Sony or Illumination knew years ago that Star Fox was going to be a part of this movie. And that Yoshi would be a part of the movie too. And Nintendo was like, well, we should probably make some games for those characters. So that's what paved the way for the 2 recent games that we got. And Star Fox has done particularly well. I don't know, man. As a massive, lifelong Star Fox fan, I'm getting kind of excited because this Star Fox is blowing away expectations so far. So that's really great to see. I'm kind of surprised that's happening. But
You're going to get a new Star Fox game in your lifetime. I swear to God.
it's going to happen.
Nice.
The rumor was that was the plan all along, that they were going to put this out to be like, hey, everybody that doesn't know about Star Fox, this is what Star Fox is. And then you get a new one. But like, this is doing in every region better than they anticipated. So it's good. I'm happy about it. So yeah, it seems like brighter days are ahead for Star Fox. But yes, we can thank the Mario Galaxy movie for that. What the fart? What else have we got here?
And Chris Pratt.
He will be playing all characters, yes. And Miyamoto said he's not really thinking about directing another game. He's like, I'm doing the movie stuff, and like I oversee other projects. He's like, I'm an old man. My
He's
family wants me to
Hollywood
stop
now.
doing stuff. He's gone in Hollywood. He's like, it's more important that the younger people at the company do this stuff and like their voices are heard, which I greatly appreciate. So good for him. And top comment comes from Vinloria, and they say we're all getting old. Yep, we are all getting old.
Thanks for saying it.
We got another Miyamoto thing. Oh, he's saying this is something Nintendo in general and Miyamoto says all the time. He's like, developers got to stop chasing trends, and developers got to go make the games that resonate with them, because that's how you imbue something with passion, and then that will help it find an audience. He's like, don't look at the thing that's doing really well and be like, we could do that too, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But the thing that they don't realize is the people who made the first thing that got popular were passionate about it first. So he's like, make what you really know and what you're passionate about and what you like, or at least put part of that in your project, and then the audience will find it. So, I mean, it's worked for Nintendo. So, well, as you know, Miyamoto very passionate about Italian men, elves, and
He really wanted to be a plumber.
always wanted to be a plumber.
Yeah, the original Mario didn't even wear a shirt.
Might we hear more about that later today?
The overalls chafed the nips.
So Miyamoto is saying, don't look at somebody's success and say you could do that too.
No. Is this a joke? Is this a bit?
Well, he was the one that said that he could make
Answer
Halo.
my question. Well, maybe he did. We never saw it.
Yeah. Well, I think we did kind
was
of like
called
we saw
Geist.
the
Oh,
Nintendo.
Geist? No.
No. I mean, he didn't. He's got some.
All right,
role
I'll entertain
in,
this. Where
in
are we going?
Splatoon, right? No, well, we've talked about that.
Oh, Splatoon as Halo?
Well, it's as close to a Halo, like a.
I mean, if you're going to ask me, give me a Nintendo game that is close to Halo, I'd go like Metroid Prime Federation Force. But I do see the connection between mechanics-wise Splatoon and Halo. It's a very strained
Wasn't
relationship.
his whole thing was like we could do it, but we wouldn't use guns. We would use water guns, and like they're shooting paint. which is
You're
like,
conflating a whole bunch of stories. No, he did say we could make Halo if we want. We just don't. And we were all like, shut up. What are you don't talk like that. That's so weird. And we were like, maybe it was lost through translation. And he's never followed it up since. But yeah, I don't like hearing that stuff. It's like,
Also,
don't talk like that.
just to throw it in there because we're talking Miyamoto, I think it would be amazing if we were to all go see the Legend of Zelda movie, and he is playing Link, and he comes out and he's like, "I am Link,"
And I do know him.
Yeah.
I don't think that would go over well with test audiences, but I mean, I'd go see it. I'd be happy to see that. Actually, I'd rather he play Tingle. I just want to know who's going to play Tingle.
Everybody can play Tingle.
You know they're not going to have Tingle in it.
I know. Maybe they'll have a
stinks.
reference in the background. He'll go like flying
like a
by.
balloon.
Beetle.
Beetle better be in it. If there's no Beetle, I'm not seeing that movie. I need my sploosh and kaboom. Beetle's an important part. He's so
is, the
nice. He
mailman.
collects bugs and sells you
need
things.
the mailman running around.
Yeah, I'll take the mailman. I
It
don't
would
know
be
that he's
amazing if,
crucial,
like, you
but
see like these beautiful vistas,
And he's
and
running
like you
off.
see this the mailman running in the background.
that's what he did in Twilight Princess. I'm sure you remember. He's always like running along. Oh no, that's not the mailman, is it? That's just a guy that runs a lot, and you gotta. Or is he the
thought
mailman?
I thought he was a
Yeah?
mailman, and he's
like
yeah,
out on the edge of the cliffs running the whole time.
Yeah, and I think if you catch him, you can race him. Too.
Yes. I
He's
remember.
training for a half a marathon. He just won't shut up about it.
Those people all the time. We don't need to do that. Well, yes, we're gonna do this one because I said there would be an AI story, and here it is.
I love AI.
So we all love AI here at the table. We don't need to explain it because we talk about it every week how much we love AI. There's a game coming out called the Duskbloods. It's from Software, which is the developer of E-Ring, Elden R, and the Souls franchise and all that. Very, 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 very popular developer and series of games. And they are making a Switch 2 exclusive game called the Duskbloods. You could sign up for the closed beta just this past week, so hopefully you got into that. The beta takes place later in August, but the game is coming out later this year sometime, but very highly anticipated because it's from that developer and people really, really love that developer. So it's awesome we get a Switch 2 exclusive. Now, we learned about Duskbloods right when we learned about the Switch 2. So it's been over a year. And ever since we learned about it just through a teaser trailer and the announcement that From Software and Nintendo were working together, that was a big deal. People have been dying to learn more about this. And over on the subreddit for the Duskbloods, they've gone months and months and months with no information. So what have they been doing? They've been writing their own like little fan fictions and making up characters that are in the game and all that stuff. And, you know, some of it is serious and some of it is joking, but it's just people in the subreddit having fun with each other because they don't have any news to talk about yet. They will very soon, but that's what's going on. Well, because of how AI works, Google AI has now hallucinated these stories that these people on Reddit made up and thinks these are actual things in the game. So you ask it a question about something in Duskbloods, they're like, yes, Sean the Inquisitor can be found in the third castle by going down the stairwell. And it's all made up and doesn't exist. But Google AI is like, yep, that's what's in Duskbloods. And this is how you get the secret character. And it's like, oh, my God. So anybody
this
just...
this is really our way to fight AI is to just continue to
Carlton.
train it in completely wrong information so that it becomes an unreliable source.
A lot of people are, and a lot of corners of the internet are doing that, which is fantastic.
It's a good way to do it because it gets a lot of.
That's where a lot of it
Reddit,
comes from.
right.
The only problem is a lot of people still just look at Google and Google AI and believe it. So we need something. We need for it to get so ridiculously not believable that even those people are like, I don't think this is telling the truth. We're unfortunately not there yet. But yeah, so if you just talk to Google or if you search on Google, like, what is the Duskbloods? Who's in the Duskbloods? Your response will have most likely something that's completely made up in it. So I don't know what to do about that. This is new ground for like Nintendo or From Software to jump in there and be like, Google, what people are trying to learn about our game and you're telling them completely made up things. This is ridiculous. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it's asinine and it's only going to get worse. But thank God,
I don't like it.
Thank God we're using up all drinking water to make up Duskbloods crap.
I thought that sounded familiar. Is that a stand-up bit or is that a sketch?
Hey, I know that. I like that. That gets a heart for me, Blood Ocean. All right, Nicky Hill. It is that time.
Switch with me first.
Uh,
Do your thing.
What are the next European masterpieces? Let's find out with Nicky's sweet
Alright.
releases.
US first? What's going on? I'm not ready.
Oh, I do. You're right. I blow it. You want me to go first?
I'm here.
Okay.
I think
You didn't do the podcast for 1 week and you forgot
It's
everything.
funny. It's funny because while I was getting ready to do it, I was
can
like,
we not do this right now? It's my segment.
I was like, I bet I forget how to do certain things, and there you go. That's one of them. But anyway, let's
Europe.
get sweet.
Surprise, Europe! You're listening to your releases first. It's the week of
Fair.
July 23rd, the year of our Lord 2026. Get out your pocketbooks. The Switch 2, you have Disgaea Mayhem. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Or I said it like the joke way that I
That
said
is
it.
the way to
mayhem, mayhem.
Mayhem. Final Fantasy 10-10-2 HD remaster.
Your save data transfers over from the Switch version, but I don't believe there's an upgrade, so you just gotta flat out buy it. Sorry.
Mystery of Memoir. Memory?
Try that again.
Memory of Memory.
There you go.
Memory of Memory. Oh, whatever. A Chill Story. Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Pit Panic. This is when you're out traveling around and you go, oh my gosh, I forgot to put on deodorant.
I just switched over to read along and like
Not
I was
yeah.
expecting us to be way further.
I've
We're
only
like
said
4
4.
titles in.
Yeah.
No, yes.
Splatoon Raiders, which I keep thinking Spittoon Raiders, which would take place in the Wild West.
Red
And,
Hat Redemption.
and you just spit on people, and every time you hit them, it goes pa-ting! I think we want to play this game.
There's a game where
you're
you
gonna
do
wanna
that.
Sit down. This is a very long list.
He's right.
I just got started. This is for Switch releases. 100 Korean hidden cats.
You're fine. You're
Anime Uni 3D Hot Vacay.
Yeah, we'll get your review of that soon, I would imagine.
Sure. Bad Capybara. Barda. Blastin' Bounty. Bombcat. Bone Marrow 2.
Man, I mean, the first one blew me away, so I can't even imagine what you get from this one.
Brawl Snakes.
Twice the marrow, I think.
Oh my god, I'm not ready for it.
Club Soko. Coloring Pixels Collection 7. Cozy Battle Royale 2026. What's a Cozy Battle Royale?
Kittens. I don't know.
Or a
I'll look it up.
pillow
I will look it up.
Oh, a pillow.
Focus on your
fight.
list. Focus on your
Everybody's
list.
in there's jammies. Cozy Battle Royale. Cubic Riders, not pubic riders. Cubic Riders.
Ooh.
Cute and Cozy Relax 5 and 1. Disgaea Mayhem. The PC 8801 version of
Look cozy.
Egg Console Dragon Slayer Level 2.0.
Does not look cozy at all
That
so
does
far.
not
Awful.
Is it like a
That
cozy
looks like
game
AI to
somehow?
me, too.
But it just
It's
looks
definitely an AI title.
hardcore. Flip Jigsaw Girls.
This is a hard one.
Guri? Or is it
Oh
Jury?
my god.
Whoa.
I think it's Gure.
Look at that. Gure. Okay. Helix, Descent in Ascent. High Times. Calm down. In the Dark Collection. Learn Through Riddles, Masterpieces of the World. Memory of Memoir? What is that word? I don't
I'm
know.
looking at this cozy.
I think it's memoir.
Memoir. Chill Story.
Memoir.
Miad Sama Cafe, Anime Girls Services in Cute Outfits. Is that what we're talking about? Maid Cafe?
What was the title? I'm so sorry. I just got
Anime
back to the
Girls
list now.
Services in Cute Outfits.
Yeah, close enough.
I got a
Cozy.
Momoka wo Washoi. Pit Panic. Puzzle Girls Seductive Nights. Romy and Max and the Hidden Forest. Scary Shawarma Shop.
Want to go back to the Romy and Max and read it properly?
Did I say it wrong?
Romy and Michelle's
And the Hidden
high school
sorry,
reunion.
Rainforest. Did I say something else wrong?
You just said forest.
Okay.
Very different. I
I was-
mean, it's true.
I was thrown off. There's an ampersand and then there's the word and. There's too many types of and in that sentence. Name. Deadly Seven Sins, Anime Boys Fantasy Love. Listen. Nope, not listen.
What?
Silent cleaning.
Okay.
Did he dyslexia that one?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
It's silent, not listen.
No. You did Deadly Seven instead of Seven Deadly.
Whatever. They get the point.
Anyway,
7 Deadly Sins. Anime Boys Fantasy Club. I think
I can think of one sin there.
oh,
Violating.
I think what's his name is in that. What's that actor's name?
Mads Mikkelsen.
No. Forget it. I forgot his name.
we don't have a lot to go on here.
Fred Savage.
No, from the movie 7.
Morgan
Brad
Freeman.
Pitt?
No,
Kevin
I'm
Spacey.
gonna also say
Kevin
Morgan
Spacey.
Freeman.
I was going Kevin Spacey. Sorry.
Oh, I got you.
The guy who ate too much spaghetti?
Silent Cleaning, Solitaria, Solitaire Paradise, Anime Bikini Babes. That's right up many of my alleys.
It's up their alley too.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Bikini
something-
goes right up there, alley.
Something that shouldn't be there is visible.
There you go.
That's the name. Square Brain Puzzle. Staffer Retro, a supernatural mystery quest.
That's very highly reviewed, by the way. Check that out.
Steam Girls. Secret Uni X. Nope. Street Uni X. No,
I'm gonna
secret-
say
the
that's
secret's
uni,
out.
like university. I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay. I thought it was maybe somebody's name.
I actually know somebody named Uni.
But there's
Wow.
there's no
It's a
secret.
cool name.
It's just Street Uni X. Super Goldfish Scooping.
You know how like we have when you go to Carnival and they have
Oh,
a whole bunch of goldfish where you throw the ping pong ball, instead they
Okay.
just scoop them up.
God, and they die.
that what
in,
it is?
like,
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Okay.
You have like this weird
Well, there's
like
there's
not
there's
weird.
a carnival game too where you're like fishing or whatever.
well, this one you have like a very like the scoop that they give you is awkward and it's like try and catch the fish and that's the game.
The game's rigged.
It's not
Right.
fun. I want to stress it's not fun.
You've played this?
It's definitely not fun for the fish.
The chilling moment you realize it. Creepy meaning psychological test. Okay.
Realize what?
Oh.
Oh, you'll realize.
Oh. The life and suffering of Sir Brant. Tinny Strays. Should that be Tiny Strays? We don't know.
I don't think
Tollum, Tori, with 2 eyes. To the basement before. Twofold. Twofold First Snow. Twofold The Perfect Circle Collection.
I bet I know what games are in that.
Well, that one comes with a Perfect Circle album. Ultra Pixel Survive 2. Universal Flight Survivor 3 PvP.
Jesus.
Universal Flight Simulator.
We're getting a real return to form with this one.
Viral Reload EX.
That looks cool. That's like a pixelated shmup. Check that out.
Wild West Survivors, also known as Splatoon Raiders. No. Yog Sothoth's Yard.
I give
What
you
a
that one.
word
It's
that
very
is.
hard to read. I agree with that.
Sothoth. That's a
When I was writing that down, because I put like the post up separately about that game
Yeah.
too, and I was
Whatever
like, "Am I
you guys
spelling
do.
this right?"
no matter what. If your frisbee goes over there, do not go into Yog Sothoth's yard. You all know Army Tank Volley. Arm Tank. What? I still don't understand. Arm Tank
It
Volley?
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And Zumba Marble Jungle Adventure.
Thank you, Nicky Hill.
Oh, thank you for
Let
listening
me
to it.
fade this out. Let me go
I
to
hope everyone in Europe has a lot of money because there's a lot of bangers.
Umami. All aboard.
Yog Sothoth is getting some
Yog
good
Sothoth.
games.
It's the savory releases.
You should see if Nicky Hill can start a European releases in 1 year of our Lord and finish it in the next year of our Lord.
We could do it. Get this out of here. All right. What do we got on Switch 2? Let me tell you. Arcade Archives 2, Civilian. Console Archives, Hercules no Aiko 2 Titan no Metsubo. Decollete Decoration. Disgaea Mayhem, Final Fantasy X X2 HD Remastered, Memory of Memory. Yeah, I guess it's Memory of Memory.
What did I first? I said mystery, so I was way off.
A chill story. Pit Panic, Splatoon Raiders, Unbeatable, except that's not true anymore. They just delayed it yesterday. Sorry. And
Yeah.
Xenotilt, Hostile Pinball Action. I don't care how you feel about that name. Play that game. It is, if you like pinball games, it is badass. It is amazing. It's so cool. Check out a trailer. Just trust me on that one. Switch, what do you got? Arcade Archives, Savalian, Blast and Bounty, Bombcat, Bone Marrow 2, Case Solved, The London Files, Castaway, Cave Looters, Chilling Urban Legends, Club Soko, Cubic Riders, as Nicky Hill said, not Pubic Riders, Dead Echo, Disgaea Mayhem, Dreamscapes, The Full Journey, Drive Horizon Story, Dungeon Antiqua, the PC 8801 version of Dragon Slayer Level 2, Gurei, Helix Descent and Ascent, High Times, and that is what you think it is about.
Oh,
Wait, what?
It's a bake shop. I honestly think it's a bake shop where you get baked. I think that's what it's about. Honestly,
I've been there.
it's been 6 years in the making. It took a very long
Really?
time. I haven't
We're
heard or
Reaffirms.
seen reviews yet, but it looks fun. It really
They
does.
had regulatory issues.
In the Dark collection, Japan Stigmatized Property, and then a whole bunch of characters I cannot read.
Oh, that's a love hotel.
Lily Fantasia, Loot Bag Tactics, Memory of Memory, A Chill Story, Meow Moments, Celebrating Frost and Flora, Momoka wo Washoy, Papercraft Tactics,
I think that's what Mr. Sparkler said.
Pit Panic, Royal Pit, Runic Curse, Silent Cleaning, Sir, You Are Being Hunted. That's a great name. Sizable, Solitaria, Staffer Retro, a Supernatural Mystery Quest, Super Goldfish Scooping, The Convenience Store, The King is Watching. That's an award-winning game. Check that out. The Life and Suffering of Sir Brant, To the Basement Before, Tollum, Tori, Twofold, Viral Reload EX, Wake Up Leah, and finally, everyone's favorite, Yog Sothoth's Yard. There you go. That's
Sir, You Are
your-
Being Hunted sounds like a title that Deux would come up with to replace another title.
Yeah, for an anime or something.
And that's your savory releases, and we are done with that.
So no comments for either.
Nicky Hill,
Yeah, no
Oh.
comments.
they're all talking about Miyamoto.
Oh.
What have you been playing?
I don't know. A couple of weeks ago, you sent me a link to a website, Hank Green.
Don't talk about that.
Never mind.
I was joking like it was pornography,
Oh,
but it's not. At least I don't
The-
think it is.
the
Oh yeah,
4x3.
his new game. That's
the
a really
4x3,
cool game.
And then there's another one, Smush. Did you?
Yes,
you
I
play
tried Smush. I'm lukewarm on Smush. I like
only-
the other one a
I
lot.
only
4
feel
by
good
3
about Smush because I have blown away top scores a couple of times.
Smush is like very open ended. It's like a take on Boggle for anybody who has interest. You
Kind
can
of.
play it for free. Hank Green is the author that's written The Fault in Our Stars and a whole bunch of other very popular books.
Oh, is that? Is
The
he
same Green.
science person though?
Huh?
Hank Green is like he's on TikTok or
There's
social-
two of them. They're brothers. Am I getting my brothers mixed up?
I think so.
Which brother made
Hank
this
Green, I
game?
think is the science one.
Let me look them up because I know what they look
Glasses.
like.
Also, was just on a podcast with a friend,
Oh yeah, I was thinking of the wrong one. So what's
Allison Hayslip.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
she has
I
a
just
she
new,
drove
just
by
had
she has a new podcast.
Just drove by our old house today.
about having cancer. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Who'd she just have on there?
Hank Green.
Oh yes. That's right. Sorry, I was looking him up because I always thought he was
That's-
the other
That's
one.
where I found out about it because I played
Oh,
the
didn't know
game
that.
and I saw
I'll
that.
have to check that out. I didn't know she had a new podcast.
Yeah, it's new, like very new. It's
Okay.
only like a month or two.
Nice.
I haven't listened, but I saw that Hank Green was on there. So I was
All right, so John Green did Fault in Your Stars. So I just had my Green
what
brothers
I
I
mixed
didn't know
up.
that they were brothers. Nepotism.
We're brothers.
But yeah, no, I've been doing both of those things.
They're fun, yeah.
It's like part of a morning routine for me, and then also doing my impulse thing, like that
Thank you, Tony.
app thing. I think I'm on like a streak of like 113 days or something now. I don't think I've played anything video game related on a console in a while, so that's that.
You didn't go back to BioShock Infinite?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. The kiss of death.
No, not
No,
yet.
I'm joking.
Not yet was
I'm
like
joking.
Not
the
yet
counter
means
to congratulations,
Yes,
basically.
yes.
Not yet.
It's not. It's not
like
anywhere
as good as it's gonna get from
exactly. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, you got it. Not yet. When I hear not yet, I'm like still disappointed, but I can handle it. The congratulations. I'm like, oh,
Oh well, no, I'm not. I don't mean it in a Doom manner. I mean it in a high fidelity. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
I haven't seen Evil Dead 2 yet.
But yes, so that's that.
That's that.
So
this is where you ask somebody else what they
yeah,
played.
I'm trying to think. Music Man. Right?
That's me.
Yeah.
Yes.
What have you been playing?
Music Man, don't be offended. I have to pee. I'm gonna pee.
Go pee.
Go piss,
Go pee.
girl.
I'm going to talk about things I'm not supposed to talk about while you're going to.
Nice.
Things I am allowed to talk about on Deux' recommendation on the podcast, I went ahead and bit the bullet and downloaded Black Flag.
Nice.
And I'm really enjoying it. I haven't gotten far enough to get much into the water stuff yet. I'm still kind of doing that first.
I forgot how much like they kind of teach you in the beginning. Like there's a few, I mean, it's not boring, but there's like a lot of missions where you're like learning the basics.
Yeah, running around that village and everything. I do agree with you. There are like, it looks like a newer game. Although I just feel like this is a whole other conversation, but I feel like realism in video games is starting to hurt the game more than it helps the game. You know what I mean? Like it looks like everything looks so crisp, but it'll never look real. And it's like Uncanny Valley Plus now. And especially with it being a reskinned old game with, like you were talking about, some of the mechanics are a little clumsy.
Yeah.
And there's lots of moments where I'm like, you can tell that their control scheme's effort is to make it feel sort of like real and like you're controlling this guy, but then he does things that no person would ever do.
Yeah.
It's like I'm climbing up a side of a window and then I just like jump off into a basket of flowers and crouching in the middle of the street, and it's like that shouldn't be allowed for me to do with my buttons. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to getting into the ocean stuff. And then we haven't played Fortnite in a little while. So that's been...
Yeah, I don't think we even played this week.
We didn't. We've been otherwise indisposed. And then what was the other thing I played? I had it pulled up on my... Oh, there it goes. There it all goes.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, I don't remember how to look at what I was playing.
Isn't that the worst? Like
Hades 2. I went back to Hades 2 because I got the Pro controller finally.
yes.
And because I got Hades 2 when I just had the Switch 2 and I was using the Joy-Cons and it was like causing hand cramping and stuff. And so I got back into Hades 2 and that's been super fun. But yeah, as far as Assassin's Creed Black Flag, really fun. Think that realism is ruining games. That's my stance.
In more or less terms, I agree.
And
yes,
it's cool,
the
like-
closer you try and get to realism, the more things are going to stand out. In my
Yeah, and he looks weirder to me. Like I went back and looked at old screenshots of the original one, and like the characters look stranger almost because it was like the graphical limitations. It was like, oh, that's why they look like.
yes,
But now it's like I see like perfect skin tone, but I'm like you got all the like the nooks and crannies on their skin, but they look very like human skin stretched over. polygons
there
or
are
something.
very, very, very few games where I would say this looks real.
Mhm.
There are games where I'll be like certain elements. I'll be like that looks really good, or that looks real, like a certain animation, or maybe like a certain scene where somebody's talking. But that immersion is often broken very quickly because an animation doesn't look right, or lighting doesn't look right, or somebody's tongue moves weird, or mouth opens weird, and you're like, yeah, now the immersion is broken. So when you're going for realism, you're constantly pushing up against things that will break that immersion. So I feel the same.
There's
way.
a bunch of things that,
Hey, Mikey.
because it has the style of a 13-year-old game or whatever, it feels dated in weird ways. Like for instance, I was able to kind of like not see them. They became invisible to me after a while. I mean, I played the game for 67 hours, so after a while it became invisible. But like an example would be, you've got two swords out, you're fighting guys, and you do like an execution move, and the swords disappear, and you like stab them with your hidden blade, and then you've got the swords again. And it happened so much I didn't even notice it happening. And then I was like, how am I killing these guys? My swords are just disappearing, you know? And then but then they, you know, he's got to take 2 seconds to reload his guns. It's like, well, his swords can disappear, but I got to reload the gun. Like, obviously I want to reload the guns. It's more realistic, but you know, things like that. Or a big thing for me was like you were just talking about, where you're trying to move or do a parkour and you think you're pressing straight, and all of a sudden he's like jumping wherever the heck he wants. And I'm like, you know,
and you jump into the middle of a crowd of people who don't react at all. And
that's
like,
that's another thing too. Like, it doesn't feel, it still felt dated as far as like the like you said, looks real, but the realism of the people, the NPCs, and like what's happening, it still feels wooden, like an old video game.
I know a constant complaint for Assassin's Creed games is the character always does things that you don't want them to do, and you're like, what am I doing that this is the result of it? That's something that's been through the whole series.
That's the thing that, that kind of annoyed me a little bit, because it's like, we're remaking the game, but we're gonna keep the control scheme exactly how clunky as it was. And
the earlier Assassin's Creed games before Black Flag, the controls were better in the beginning.
Well, they changed it for this resynced version. So this was actually part of like the original Assassin's Creed games before they changed it. I think it was Origins, the one that goes to Egypt, and then they did the Viking one, and then they did like the Greek one. But those were like the newer ones where they changed up the battle system, and they actually, the reason it feels so similar, because they did remake this game from the ground up, but the reason it feels similar is because they're using that newer Assassin's Creed engine. So it's still, you're still playing an Assassin's Creed game, and you're playing with the newer battle like system, which I didn't mind too much. But at the same time, it's like, you've been making these games for how long? You can't make a control scheme that like works. Like, and it's famous. It's one of those things that's like famous. Like, everyone has played an Assassin's Creed. Everyone likes Assassin's Creed, but everyone else also complained about the controls of Assassin's Creed. And it's almost a joke at this point. I was watching a video review of this, forget who was reviewing it, but the guy was like, the guy's words were like, it's, you know, it's still got clunky controls, but that's expected. And I was like, why is that expected? It's 2026 and it's a remake. You'd think that wouldn't be expected, but
it's like Assassin's Creed fans have all given up on it. They're like, this is going to be broken, and it's how it's always been.
And I noticed too that, like, and maybe I don't know what the solution to this is, but you know, like in old video games, when you were controlling a character and you stopped your character input, the character stopped moving. But now there's like that.
There's like a momentum.
I have to finish the movement and stop, and that really, like, it kind of sometimes puts you past where you're trying to be and stuff like that. I don't know what the right.
I mean, you get used to it. There were always games that had that, but in modern era games, it's very much a thing because they are focusing more on the realism, than the player agency.
Yeah, and I think it's like I think it's okay. It doesn't kill me if the player, if the representation of the player does not move exactly like a human being.
It's okay.
I want accuracy of movement more than I want.
Unless it's like a specific like aspect of a genre where you're like, okay, every game in this genre controls like this because that's how it is. Versus, like you're saying, games where animations play out no matter what, and you're like, well, I wouldn't have stumbled into that fight if this guy would have just stopped moving when I told him to stop moving. Yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all I can talk about. Brian, what have you been playing?
Just my usual rotation, so nothing too new or exciting, but a little FC soccer
you have
and
notes?
Rocket League. Yeah, I jotted a couple things down.
He's the only professional here.
Little PGA Tour golf,
man.
Halo Infinite. As
I love golf games, and I never play them as much as I want to. Like every time a new PGA golf comes out or any golf games, I'm like, yeah, I want to play this, and then like I never get around.
I got the Tiger Woods that had the golf course down in West Virginia because I'd been to that golf course, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool to to see.
I
but
miss Tiger Woods.
It kind of ties in a little bit with what you were talking about focusing too much on how realistic things are. I think we said it with sports games earlier as well, but I've played a few different versions, and definitely the most recent one that my friends and I have played, we're all kind of like, this is like really giving us too much of a real life golf headache, or like random, it's kind of a little too accurate on that front. But we still enjoy that one.
Do you play like groups like you would?
We do 2v2 usually when we
Okay.
play. So yeah.
Cool.
And switch up the teams and everything.
Balls and holes.
Look who hasn't been invited to one of them.
he knows we're not sports people.
I play golf with him though.
Similarly, I've been cheating on you and still playing Fortnite, even though we haven't played together.
I listen. I want to play Fortnite. I love Fortnite. It's my fault that we've been occupied with something else that we can't talk about. But yes, I definitely want to go back to Fortnite.
No, I'm good out of the way.
Well, no, I mean, like, I want to stay with what we're doing, but that's going to have. We can only go so far with that. There's going to be a point where it's done.
I don't want it to ever end.
Well, I would say we got plenty of time.
We should stop talking.
Yes,
about it,
we should also do that. Anyway, sorry.
No,
Brhino.
you're good. I'm speaking of never ending with as far as Fortnite, I'm interested to see what they do next season. This has been a lot of collecting sprites and kind of turn for them as far as like a collection game and an extraction shooter kind of like.
Was there an update that
this bus thing?
The victory, like when you get a victory royale, there's like a few seconds before the game ends, so you can like run around and grab the dead people's sprites.
Yes. And also what Music Man said.
What's the bus thing? I don't understand that.
There's like I guess they would call it like the victory bus or whatever. The battle bus comes at the end, and there's a like 2-minute countdown, and it's coming to a set location, and everybody rushes to that spot, and you can fight each other there or be friendly if you choose. And if you're on the bus at the end of that 2-minute timer, everybody who's on it wins.
I like it. I gotta say, I like
We'd
it.
be dancing on the bus, but I think everybody else.
You find the right group. You find the right group of people, and you
other people are coming in and shockwaving people off the bus.
Yeah,
maybe
I like it.
and,
I like the whole thing. It's a little
we
fun
haven't
wrinkle.
done that. We should do that. We should play this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it for me. How about
The Simpsons map is coming back in Reload.
Yeah.
I
really?
wanted
That's
to tell you if
cool.
you didn't know that. Yeah. So if
Very
you want to get
cool.
your Simpsons fix again, it's in Reload. Is
Is
it there
Reload-
now?
I don't think so, but
Is
maybe
Reload
within
the small map game?
It is.
not
right?
Blitz.
Oh, Blitz.
Oh,
You're thinking of
yes,
Blitz.
yes,
Reload
yes.
is kind of the halfway between those.
Okay.
things.
Yes.
I think within the next few days or next week that Simpsons Reload is coming.
Yeah. So the new bus thing and Simpsons stuff, we got reasons. There's going to be nights where maybe we can have the full group that's playing that other thing we're
Right,
playing, where we don't really want to continue with everybody,
Yeah,
and that's a
yeah.
night we could do.
Mhm.
Morning.
Yeah, the more the merrier with that.
Yes.
we got to stop talking about
I know. All right. I'll just say we're playing something we're not allowed to talk about, and we all desperately want to talk to you about it, but we can't. And you're gonna have to wait a few weeks. I'm very sorry, but that's why we haven't been playing Fortnite, because we're playing that.
Yep.
But anyway,
Yep. It's fun.
what have I? It's so good. It's so good. What have I can't.
We can't.
I'll talk about it with us later, but it's a sign of a good game where you're like, I can't talk about it, but I really want to.
That's all I've been thinking about. All
It's
week.
so good. What have I been playing besides the thing I can't talk about? Let's take a look. I know one for sure, but oh Jesus, that's it. That's all I played this week. So the thing I can't talk about, but also I started Splatoon Raiders. I played it the day it came out, and I didn't play last night because I had to go to bed early, but I played a ton the first night. I played 3 hours. It says 3 hours and 15 minutes. I played of Splatoon Raiders, and it really made me think about why I love Nintendo games so much and how I more outwardly show it now, or what it gets out of me, where I'm like, yep, here's that thing I was looking for. I've come to notice, or maybe it's just, I don't know how to describe it. There's something in me where I hit a moment in a Nintendo game where I'm like, yep, this is why I like Nintendo games so much. And I can like consecutively pinpoint those moments in Nintendo games, and I've been like making a mental log of it like over the last few years. And I know it's always going to happen within the first half hour of a Nintendo game. And I put on Splatoon Raiders, and I was like, I already love Splatoon. I know it's going to happen. And I'm playing, and I hit an exact moment where I was like, yep, this is where it is. So Splatoon Raiders is single player. You can play co-op if you want, but the goal is you played Salmon Run in the previous Splatoon, where Salmon run is a whole bunch of guys or a whole bunch of salmon are flying out of these pipes, and you destroy them, and you try and last through the waves.
It's like
and-
horde mode or
Yeah.
something.
And that's what it is. So the salmonids are what you're fighting in this game, but there's levels now based around things. And your goal on the level is to each level you go into, treasures are pinged. There's crystals you need to mine and a treasure at the end of it. And you go through the stage, and it's full of platforming mechanics and all that, and the salmonid battles. And you can only mine crystals when you've cleared out the salmonid, so you have to fight before you can do that stuff. Then there's little secret areas hidden around, blah 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 blah. But the levels are just so much fun to go around. The atmosphere is really cool. I love the Splatoon gameplay in general, and I prefer the single player stuff. So I'm in heaven with this. But I got to a level where it was a more open-ended level, and there's a giant crystal that you have to break, but you don't have enough energy to break it at first, so you have to go around other parts of the level to earn salmon eggs to up your meter to break the big crystal. So you're like going around through these different portions, fighting these different boss battles. There's these plants that throw you in the air and let you fly around and like shoot down on things, and there's little hidden alcoves to get power-ups. And I was like, this just is so much fun to play. Like, I was just overwhelmed with a sense of fun. I was like, this is the moment right here. Like, it just feels so good to play. And from that moment on, I just couldn't stop. I just kept clearing it. I said before the game came out, I was like, this is one of those games where I'm going to 100% it, because I just am addicted to Splatoon, and it feels so good to me to play it. And I've 100%ed everything I've done so far. So found every treasure. There's compasses and levels that unlock secret dungeons. There's certain levels where you can change your loadout, and you get different treasures if you change your loadout. So I've done all those. And as you're going around every level, you're collecting loot too. And loot includes different weapons, different sidearms, different power-ups and abilities. And there's so much customization you can do for the type of weapon you want, the type of damage it does, extra bonuses it has, where your first shot will have a bigger explosion to it. And then you can level up your own character too for more health or faster, so you're constantly getting things to upgrade your character and climb in levels. And there's just so much to do, and it's so much fun. Really, I'm head over heels for it. It's incredible. There's one level in particular where there's a song. So Splatoon is very big on music, and they really use music to try and heighten the atmosphere. And all the music in this game, when you're out on the islands, are made by the salmonids. So it's these weird creatures that don't really understand music, but they're trying to make music with ramshackle instruments that they made. So the soundtrack is all kinds of weird, but it's great. It fits the vibe perfectly. There's one song in it that gives me Earthbound vibes, unlike any other. And I was like, I have to play it for you because I'm sure it'll ring some bells for you. But I was like, nothing else gives me Earthbound vibes but this song in this game. I was like,
that's interesting.
It was really good. So the weird soundtrack is phenomenal, along with all the other weirdness to it. It's just great.
So,
I absolutely love it.
I liked Splatoon. We didn't play it that much, so that was a bummer. But when we played it, we had fun. I really liked Splatoon 3's single player. So is that basically this?
This is all single player, yeah.
But better, you would say? Or on
it's
par?
more goal oriented, I will say that. But you still have I can say without a doubt, if you like the single player in Splatoon 3, you will like the single player in this. You're going to get the same kind of experience, but new mechanics and new abilities, plus tons of customization for everything you have, every ability, every gun, because there's a whole bunch of different types of guns and how they shoot. It's like any other game. There's sniper rifles. You can't make hats, but you can get outfits. You can earn and collect outfits.
That's why I thought you were talking about the customization options.
Oh, you can customize your face. You can customize your hair. You can customize your outfit. You can customize your weapons. You can customize your abilities. And you play the kind of game that you want to play. And if you go in somewhere and you can't beat a level, you can go back out and you can scrap some of the weapons you're not going to use. There's I like the splatter shot, the main gun, and I like the big paint roller, and I like the umbrella one. But there's other ones I'm not going to use. There's the big paint bucket that you slosh on people. I'm not really going to use that one. So I'll scrap those and get pieces to use those to upgrade the guns that I like, so I can have a stronger gun, go back in and try again. So Hey, Slider. The difficulty is fantastic because it's right on that edge of. It's not too hard, but it's definitely hard enough where you're going to go in on some challenges and you're not going to beat them the first time, which I really like. But it's nothing where you're like, try 17, here we go again. And again, if things are too difficult, go change your loadout, go level up your weapons, or call in somebody online to help you. You can do that too. And then there's the hidden stuff. If you find compasses will point you to hidden dungeons. And that's the extra difficult stuff that'll either be really difficult weapon challenges or very difficult platforming challenges. So it's a mix of both of those, and it's great. It's really, really, really good. I don't have a bad thing to say about it. So if you like Splatoon, if you only like Splatoon for the competitive nature, you won't like this game. If you like Splatoon for everything else, then you're gonna like this game. So what difficulty am I playing on? I'm playing on the middle one first. That's normal. That's usually what I do. And I feel like it's pretty good right now. And I have finished the first main island and gone on to the second island. I'm somewhere in the second island, but like I said, I'm doing 100%. I'm hunting out everything I can. So nothing that took me more than like the third try I would beat it. And there were only a couple of those where I had like the paint bucket that I don't like using or a weapon that I didn't set up correctly. And I was like, I got to go back out and figure out something different. And then go back in with what I want, and it all works out. But it's great. Tons of fun. Love it. Can't wait to play more. All right. We got questions. Send your questions to GoNinPod@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNinPod@gmail.com.
Maybe I will.
They can be about Nintendo video games in general or whatever the hell you want. Do trigger warning.
Uh-oh.
There you go. This is from Retsuza. Hey, crew. We can all agree that a lasagna is a type of food tiered with layers of carbs, meat, usually beef, sauce, and cheese. So my question is a Big Mac a lasagna?
Next. Unbelievable. I mean, give me a break. Like, what?
Can we
question.
open this discussion to others at the table?
I mean, just the fact that he described a lasagna as carbs. No, it's pasta. You know, like the strips of pasta. You know, like, get out of here.
I
can't palm a lasagna
Have you
while
tried?
driving.
Have you tried?
I mean,
it
it'd
would
be
not.
so-
It would be
it'd
very
be
messy.
so
You've
slippery.
complained about that to me before.
Yeah,
He complains about palming a lot of things related to it.
Stink
while
balls.
driving.
See, when it comes to, I'm very open to the discussion of is this food that food. When it comes to lasagna, I feel like the pasta element is crucial to it
huge.
being.
It ends in NGA or some crazy thing. Like that is so.
Also,
That's
yeah,
so
a pasta is
pasta-oriented.
more of like a pasta, or a lasagna is more like a casserole.
Yeah, let the Italian.
Here we go. The professional.
Then you know, a sandwich.
And
I'm
that's the-
sorry.
yeah, and that's
I
the
appreciate it, but you're trying to.
I'm
stretch it a
usually the
little too
easiest
far
to
on that
woo
one.
on this, and I also got to say I am out. Yeah, I don't consider it
Well, I don't.
a Big Mac,
I
Big
don't-
Mac lasagna.
I don't consider a Big Mac a sandwich. So how am I going to consider it a lasagna?
I mean, yeah, there's
It's
a whole,
barely
But
food.
Well, yeah,
I
that,
consider it
that's not
edible.
why. But yes,
Ice Dilbert says is a lasagna stacked on top of another lasagna than two lasagnas? Or
It's
just
one extra big lasagna. There is an
That makes
actual
me think-
answer to that.
if
and
you
it's
take-
Was that a? Did you just go or did you go
I think it was somewhere halfway between.
I would
seriously hungry.
I could see taking a lasagna and slapping 2 slices of bread on top and bottom and trying to eat it
lasagna
like a
sandwich? 100%.
There you
I'm
go.
with it.
That's fair.
But
Radical
that's-
You
defect.
that's
could
a
put.
sandwich.
You could take a lasagna, put 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
And you got
Then you
diarrhea.
got a Big Mac.
Radical defect says Garfield can palm a lasagna while driving in Garfield cart. So there you go. Yes, I'm sure.
True. You're
I'm.
right.
I guarantee in one of those games he's eating lasagna as he's driving. Like, come on.
He's got it.
He's got to be driving in a lasagna tin, right?
Well, let's
No way he
let's
drives it.
actually
That's great.
let's think about this. If we were to go to a drive-through to pick up a lasagna for driving and eating, what would the delivery system
right.
of that lasagna be? Like, is it going to be like a Go-Gurt?
Oh, I don't like
a
this.
squeeze.
No, it would have to be in a bowl. Or
I
a
think
cup.
they just give you like a set of gloves with it, and they're like, "This is all you got. Good luck.
Good luck.
Extra napkins and a pair of
Like,
gloves."
in a in a cup with a straw, which would make it really hard.
I'm looking at Garfield's cart in Garfield cart, and it is not a lasagna.
Is
tin.
his
It looks-
bed?
Correct. Red.
No, I was gonna. See, this is why you should be making a game. I was
Thank you.
about to ask, as the expert on canonical Garfield, is there a car in Garfield that you see often? Does John drive the same car all the time or something?
No cars really.
Yeah, I don't see any. I don't see. I don't know if there's alternate carts in this, and one of them is lasagna related or bed related, which is even better. But
It's
I'm just
gotta
getting a
be, 'cause
regular
what
cart.
else
It's got a
would
paw
it be?
print on the front, and that sucks. Maybe you got to unlock the extra
Is
carts.
this game is out. This is
There
the
are
one that was
two
throwing
of them.
shade at something recently.
Mario
right?
Kart.
Mario Kart.
Mario
Yeah.
Kart,
Yeah.
yes. Well, Garfield Kart 1 is available now on Switch and every other platform. So
I'm still on lasagna Big Mac. I would take.
you want it, or
I
you're trying to figure it out?
I would not be upset with a, lasagna noodles with ground beef, like basically everything that's in a Big Mac, but stacking it in a lasagna tray.
Muscles Glasses did that.
But
And then
as
eating
a
that.
sandwich
No,
or
no,
as a
no,
lasagna?
as a lasagna.
Okay.
I would go the other way,
It's funny. I just made a
but the
reference to
lasagna
them the other
needs
day.
it needs a pasta. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't just
So,
say carbs.
A
It's gotta be-
lasagna sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
You get your pasta and you get your meat, and it's congealed together somehow with cheese. And then you're getting it at a drive-thru, and they give you a cup of dipping sauce. That's the best way I could see it.
That's
working.
like what.
Or you pour a little
mozz-
cup into your
mozzarella
mouth while
and
you're driving.
Carezza or whatever, where it's like it's all in there, and then they bread it up and fry it, and now it's all in one thing. And yeah,
Oh, like a fried lasagna cube.
yeah.
Okay,
Now we're talking.
Okay.
so we're starting a restaurant.
I think we're getting there.
Okay, we got something.
More like it sounds more like a state fair, cart, but yeah.
Definitely something you will very quickly regret eating. Thank you, Retsuza, for your question. I know it can be a hot button issue for some, but it led to a wonderful
It
conversation.
did.
So.
It was a wonderful.
We also have a Patreon question. I run this goddamn show. How am I not ready for my own?
So no
prompt?
blind ranking. I came all the way here. There's no.
I don't
blind
know.
rankings?
Hold on. I got
Okay.
the Patreon question. I don't.
Okay. Maybe it's a blind ranking.
I honestly don't remember. Brhino, did you know you could join the GoNintendo Patreon
For $1.
for $1?
Just say yes.
Yes.
No, there was not a blind ranking. I'm so sorry.
That's
There
okay.
was one,
Okay.
and it was Muppet related.
A third
Yes.
Muppet related.
And I held
blind
off on
ranking.
doing it because it specifically had
Mom brain needs to be
3
here for that.
Muppets I know
Yeah.
she loves,
I
so I
understand
wanted
that.
to hear what she was going to do. But I guarantee this is a question you will all have. You'll all be passionate
Opinions.
about.
Okay.
Slider64, who's in the Discord right now, says, next time I'm going into a Wawa, tell me whatever I'm going to buy. Let's say it's a $20 budget. Could be multiple things. My next trip is in your hands. So this man's Wawa order is in our hands.
So I come from Sheets country, so this is going to be tough for me.
I love a Sheets. I do
Yeah.
love a Sheets. I'm Wawa, but I love
The
a
last
Sheets.
couple times I've gotten a sandwich from Sheets, I was upset.
Oh,
You hear
they're-
that?
They're not here. Sheets. I hope you're listening. Your food is terrible.
You hear that controversy about
used
Sheets
to be
that just
great,
happened?
though,
This
I
is
think.
No,
serious.
Tell me.
I don't have all the specific
cooking children.
details, but it was something about.
Wayfair.
Well, now I'm in. It was something about the containers that have soda in them.
Okay.
They were like
Moldy.
not washing them properly, but they were throwing them with soda in the washing machine or the dishwasher or whatever they were doing, leaving the soda in there and putting that back out on the counter for people to drink.
Was this just certain lazy employees, or was this Sheets policy?
So the guy that revealed this now has for months been trying to get them to stop doing this, and no one will pay him any attention. So he put in his letter of resignation and said, I can't work here anymore knowing that this is happening and no one in corporate will stop this. So he left and made a public video about it because he's like, people are going to get sick or die from this, and I can't be a part of this anymore. So it's a big thing.
Oh wait, like cleaning the lines.
Like the bags and the plastic containers that have the sugar syrup in it and all that stuff. They were also washing those by just throwing the whole container into the machine and then putting that soda back out there for people to drink. So it's insanity. But so yes, Sheets probably in for
Yeah, I mean,
crap storm of stuff right now.
I play in a band, and we are on the road late at night a lot, and Sheets is usually the place to go. And I just can't do it anymore. I'll get mozzarella sticks sometimes.
I like
That's about the best I
their
can do.
pretzels. I would get their pretzels.
Well, that's what they used to like. They still do, but when they first started doing it, they had pretzel buns,
Mm.
and it was just like, this is amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But they're just
I
the
thought
food,
about that too.
It's just not like the one time I ordered some sort of hot sandwich and it was
Lasagna.
cold.
Ice cold.
So
How'd you know?
Yeah, they also really play into the sheets pun, like to the curse,
Yeah.
to the relation to the curse word, like way too hard
Yeah.
for me. I think it's not that clever. But anyway, back
Oh,
to
they,
Wawa.
they play into it all right.
this-
They made me a sandwich with a wax sheet on it, and I ate it. I've told that story before on here. Went to a Sheets, ordered food. It was dark, late at night. I was in the passenger seat. I started eating it. I was like, why is this ham so hard to bite? And then we turned on the light. Whoever made my sandwich put the wax paper that the ham is on in the sandwich. And I had eaten like, I don't know, 2 or 3 bites of this wax paper and threw the rest out the window. Yes, it was a pretzel bun, by the way. I was so excited. I was so excited to eat this damn sandwich. Sheets sucks. I got nothing to say about
we're
Sheets.
not Sheets people
well, I got
here.
great news for you. We're trying to figure out a Wawa.
Talking about Wawa
so-
question.
So yeah, so you're more of a Wawa guy then.
Well, I don't go to Wawa either, but I like, but I respect Wawa more.
All right.
What,
so
what
Wawa.
is it similar though in selection
Yeah.
too?
I like me a Wawa meatball sub.
Meatball
okay,
sub?
now we're talking. Here we go.
Wait,
Okay. Okay.
is Wawa Hoagie Fest?
It's
Yeah.
Hoagie Fest right now.
Oh
yes.
my God.
Yes. Hoagie Fest is on. I'm going to take part of that $20 and tell you get yourself a cup of their mac and cheese. I like their mac and cheese. It's not the best I've ever had, but there's something about it that hits the spot.
If they sell Joe Tea, get yourself.
Oh,
a
they
Joe
do. Yeah,
Tea.
you got it.
My wife is
this
in on the Wawa
the
mac and
tea.
cheese.
Really?
Second,
We are
we-
so
we-
But those
similar.
two things are
Conspiracy,
we're getting
yeah.
close to $20 already. Unfortunately.
So what? So meatball sub and mac and cheese. That's probably like $16 or something like
Well,
that.
you
And
might-
a
no,
tea.
you might be able to
tea's
work it
it's probably
together
like
in
$3
Right.
for
a
the
combo.
tea. Yeah.
You might be able to.
Oh, that's
to
right. With a
put
Hoagie Fest
together.
combo too. Yeah, you're probably
Right,
right. A
right,
meal
right.
combo for like $13 or $14. All right, we got room to. I want to. Well, whatever. I put mine in.
Go- You know what?
Brhino put
Whatever-
his
whatever
in.
you have left, go get a yoo-hoo.
Wawa has their own iced teas
Yoo-hoo.
and lemonades. That's always if you're looking for a drink. That's a
I
good selection.
I just had their diet one, and I was like, "This is pretty damn good." I
Mm-hmm.
really liked it. I used to get their when I was drinking whatever the hell I wanted. I used to get their cookies and cream, whatever milk that they had. Oh my god! I
Oh.
think I would kill someone for that. It's amazing. It was so good.
Who
Mom,
said mac and cheese cup? Did someone just say
Me.
that? Oh, you
Yeah,
said
kinda.
that? I didn't
Yeah.
hear you say that.
yeah, mac and cheese. That's what I'm voting for. Get a mac and cheese
So
cup.
he's going with mac and cheese cup and Joe Tea. So,
All right, so he's so I want. Are you not a meatball
Oh.
sub fan? What?
If you have anything left over, I'd say get the one thing that I go into those stores for are
Candy.
like ice cream cones, like a king cone or a drumstick or whatever. So treat yourself to a dessert.
There's plenty of options there for dessert
Yeah.
too. You got Wawa donuts, you got Entenmann stuff, you got all the Spanish
Tasty cake.
bimbo
Yeah.
stuff, which I always love looking at. You know what those bimbo things that are like big, they look like conch shells that have like vanilla icing striping on them. They're pretty good. Pretty good. Slider says drumstick could do. All right, we got another winner. Anything so you got nothing because you don't really have a dog in the fight.
No, if you can find a fruit drink called Twister, I don't know
They
if
have
they
it.
make. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say get one of those and shake it up. This is something that a buddy of mine from college used to do. Shake it up real good, like shake it more than you've shaken anything in your whole life. Like if you could
Hell
put it
yeah.
on one of those.
Anything.
Hell yeah.
If you could put it on one of those like paint can shakers, that's how he'd prefer it. Like to the point where it was almost all like bubbles somehow inside.
like
and then
Pee-wee's weight loss program.
Yeah.
yes.
And then he would drink it and he would comment how he could feel all the flavors going through every inch of his body.
I'm gonna put Mom Brain on the spot here, and I'm gonna call
Ask her to
her.
pick up some twisters.
No, because I know she loves Wawa, so I know she's
Yeah,
gonna have.
We'd like to
take
know
on
what
this.
her answer is.
Calling her live on the spot.
Tell
She's
her-
gonna think this is pizza related.
Tell her we're gonna live blind rank 5
Tell
things
her
from Wawa.
we're gonna
You're on the
speak her name.
podcast. You're on the podcast.
We speak your name.
Where somebody's asking, they're going to Wawa and they got $20 to spend, and I know you're a Wawa sandwich fan. Can you please give your recommendations?
Okay, well, I don't eat meat, so there's that. Just up front.
Please answer the question.
I would go for a veggie sub with like the cooked fajita veggies, pepper jack cheese, banana peppers, pickles, tomatoes, vinegar, spicy mustard, salt, pepper, oregano. And
So
that
she's a
is
regular.
final.
I do salt,
Toasted.
pepper, oregano too.
Not toasted.
Can you
Any-
get any more specific?
anything else you'd like to add or no?
We got to get yourself a gallon bucket of Fountain Diet Coke on the side.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Not
good.
from Sheets.
And salt and vinegar chips.
Any brand in particular?
What did we determine? Was it
Her-
Wise makes the best?
I thought it was hers or hers.
Or her? Is it hers? I think it might be hers.
Make
You're right.
hers
makes the best.
yours.
There you go.
History, not history.
Slider, it was a question from Slider64. They say they're trusting your guidance. So there you go. Thank you, Mom Brain. I'll call you again very soon.
Okay, I'll take pizza orders whenever you're ready.
Yes, that's why I'll be calling you. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.
It's gonna be good.
Okay, I love you. Goodbye.
Hey.
There you go. She's a Wawa
Wawa.
regular.
Wawa's got pizza now.
They do. We've had it, and I've had plenty of pizza at other places that is worse than a Wawa pizza. I think a Wawa pizza
From like
is
actual
fine.
pizza places.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, legitimately. Have you had a Wawa pizza?
I have not.
Oh my god, a pizza you haven't had. You should. I trust your opinion on pizza
Has
more
Dave
than anyone
Portnoy
else.
had a Wawa pizza yet?
Huh?
Has Dave Portnoy had a Wawa pizza yet?
Man, I almost dropped an F-bomb just because I hate that guy so much.
I knew you did.
Screw Dave Portnoy. And I don't, you know what? Let's take away everything else about Dave Portnoy being a piece of garbage. I don't agree with his pizza reviews because I've had a few that he
They're very
gave-
personal. They seem very personal.
yes, and I'm not saying the ones he liked were bad, but I'm like I wouldn't go
And he takes
nearly
like
as
3
bites.
bites, so it's
Yeah.
that's
Well, everybody
nonsense.
knows the rule: 1 bite, and then he takes 3 bites. It's a joke. It's so fun. I can't
not that
talk
funny.
about this guy. I
He's no
don't like him.
sandwiches of history. That's the guy you can trust.
That's a man you can trust. Yes, I love that guy.
Have any
I'll
of you
stop there.
tried Jeff Daniels' sandwich?
I want to.
Yeah, I do want to. I haven't done it.
Fluffernutter.
No, it's a pita with what is it, like an inch or a quarter inch or half inch of peanut butter,
Mm-hmm.
and then what, like barbecue sauce?
Yes,
and
and
then
chips.
sour cream,
Chips, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
the sour cream and cheddar chips.
But you don't remember the theme song for Hey Dude?
It's food related.
Your memory is good on that.
I don't know. This one stuck with me. I still haven't tried it. I
Wait,
don't
that's
know.
all it is? Potato chips and
Yeah.
2 sauces?
Well, peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter.
Yeah, one butter and a
barbecue
sauce.
is crazy.
Peanut butter.
Peanut sauce.
A round pita, a thick layer of creamy peanut butter, crushed cheddar, and sour cream chips, and a drizzle of barbecue sauce.
I would
There you
take a
go.
bite, but I don't know if I want a whole sandwich of that.
Some
I mean, we'll
some
see after I
TikTok-
take the
some
I
bite.
like
TikTok
everything on
sandwich-
there. I try it.
Some TikTok sandwich guy did it, and then
Died.
Jeff Daniels walked in. He was there, and they ate it together, and they liked it.
Yeah, I'm down to try that. Definitely.
I think what's his name too?
Sandwiches of History tried it.
The failure of a night show host. What was his name? Steve
Chevy
Steve
Chase.
Colbert?
Dana Carvey.
Colbert. When he
Dana
went
Carvey.
when he went to that other local access,
Yes, yes. You're right.
Jeff Daniels went there and they ate it
Yes.
together.
Yes, and he got in trouble for it. Well, Colbert got in trouble for being on that show. Yeah. But anyway, there's your order,
What, are they
Slider
gonna-
Can't win.
They're
64.
gonna fire him or something?
It was a whole like right slices thing. Stupid
Probably
ass
non-complete-
shovel.
non-complete-
All right, Slider. You're writing it down. You got plenty of recommendations. Mix them all
We
together.
want to hear back.
I would like you to privately message me on Discord to I see you messaging Mom Brain. I won't click Mom Brain's messages, but message me with a picture of your meal and we will read your review next week on the podcast. So I hope you enjoy it. I just had the mac and cheese on the way down for our OBX trip. We stopped at a Wawa and I love it. Something about it. I don't know. Is it good? No, but it's Wawa. So all right.
That's their slogan.
Is it good? No, it's
But
Wawa.
here.
All right, that's
It's
yeah,
small
that's
enough to
it.
go in your mouth.
What is a twister? Is that like a fruit juice or something?
Yeah, it's just a really bad. Like, it's not as good as it was when I was high in college.
The
So I don't know.
Tropicana
I've had one
Twister?
recently. It's not great. Is it Tropicana?
I mean, they had that was
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
I
all
remember it
marketing. It's
being-
not like a good drink or anything. It's like, yeah, it's what
Yeah,
it comes in a
I've
bottle
had-
like
yeah,
that.
they have it.
The ridges on the top make it real easy to hold when you're shaking it. The shake
Yeah,
is
yes.
like what it's about.
Yeah,
I
you
have
gotta-
had this before, but I have not shaken it. I feel like I need to.
You
do
gotta
that.
shake
It
it.
kind of creates a vortex
Yeah,
at
like
the
a
top
tornado.
because it's hitting that.
It's the whole thing. We did tests. I don't know if
Shake
it,
like a pig can is in my notes.
yeah, like exactly. That's great. Great note. I don't know. I mean, we did taste tests where we would like open it, take a sip, because actually it's better if you take a sip because then there's
you have
like
more room.
you have more room for the shake.
to
So
build up
like
the
you take a
bubbles.
sip and then we'd close it and shake it and then drink it again, and we swore it tasted way
I
better.
cannot express how much I love this level of detail with this testing. It is so up my alley. I want to get this drink right now and do this.
There was a friend,
desperately
yeah, I
want
had one of my best friends in college was a real food
to.
like
Shaker.
he wasn't I don't want to call him a
Give me that
foodie,
sandwich.
but like he would do weird things and loved like what he did,
Yeah.
and it was always very fun.
I love it. It's great. Well, we can keep their spirit alive by doing it our own. So,
No, he's
Uh,
still alive.
Can we ask
He
Mom
actually
Brain
did pass
to,
away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
so it's fine. Now we're gonna keep it alive.
He did.
Can we ask Mom Brain to pick up some lasagna sandwiches too?
I don't think she's gonna be able to stop to pick up a lasagna sandwich somewhere. You're gonna have to make this creation on your own. But that's it. We're done here. That's the end of the show as we know, and there's nothing else.
Everyone have a great
Yeah, I guess.
week.
Sorry, I was reading a very funny comment in the Discord. We have something actually, so you'd think we would end the show here,
Is
but
it Wawa? Do we have Wawa?
Dues views.
Oh.
It's never news. Rumor of the week with Dew Michaels. So,
exciting.
I
ladies
thought it
and
was
gentlemen,
stirring.
as you know, I send my spiders and my flies all over the video game realm, and they come back with crazy rumors that you're never going to hear anywhere else except right here. And this is where I tell you what the rumor is. So there is. Well,
It's
actually,
very clear that you're finding out this rumor live with the rest of
I'm
us.
finding it out live. And in fact, there's another thing I'm finding out live right now. There's a note here that says this is actually, we're doing something different on Dues Views. For the first time ever, this is an actual true story. This is 100%
Oh my
true.
God.
Are
Take
the
it to the
notes
bank.
spider and fly size, or do they write on a regular size piece of paper for you to read?
They write on a regular sized piece
Wow.
of paper
That's
for
great.
me. Yep.
That's nice. of
Yeah.
them.
New lore drop. I didn't know that.
Well, there's tons of spiders and flies just waiting to take their job if they don't want
Wow.
to do that.
Wow.
I'm kind of a taskmaster.
Cutthroat business.
But yeah, so here is a totally true story. So put it on the news tonight if you can. So, ladies and gentlemen, we talked earlier about how Nintendo, turns out Nintendo never did have love hotels, which was sad for a lot of people
Very
out
sad.
there. But we did find out that instead of the love hotels, they did actually have Nintendo brothels where you could go and grope travelers on fake
Oh.
subway trains.
Oh, I
So
didn't know this.
so it was actually way worse than we thought it was.
This is going to be like major news. I don't want to say I'm honored to break it because it's such a scandalous story, but it's important people know.
It's very
Do
important.
they keep this up nowadays? Did your spiders and flies tell you that?
They do keep it up today.
Oh no, no, that's terrible.
It's true, but it's
very important
legal.
to them.
No
so-
wonder it's such a dark secret because they have such a
They-
family-friendly image.
Have they started promoting people to go out and take it to the real streets?
Well, they have gotten Charles Martinet to stop voicing that
Thank
pesky Mario and go door to door advertising for this grope hotel.
I'm
What is it
asking
called again?
I'm asking for a friend, not for myself. But can you go there and grope maybe Waluigi or Mario?
In a
That's
subway.
In a
that's
subway? It has to be
actually
in a subway.
that's actually all you can grope. just the two of them.
All right, it's not as bad as I
Well,
first
well,
thought.
you needed somebody to
Wario's beef. and
whoever
pork,
was being
right?
groped needed to give consent, and those were the only two freaks that were down with it.
I gotcha. All right, that makes sense. You know what? I could see Daisy being down for it too because she's kind of a freak. But that's a made-up story. Yours was true. So, thank you very much, Stu. We appreciate it. And
Absolutely
on that
true.
note, we're out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
We're still live. Don't talk about the thing you're not supposed to talk
Okay.
about. Just letting you know. Any after show, anything, or are we done here?
Let me check my notes.
Nikki Hill and I saw the Odyssey. We thought it was good.
Oh, I thought you were telling me you saw it. I was like, I
Hey, Nikki Hill, I saw the Odyssey.
It did
We
sound
did.
like that.
We did.
Did you see it in 70 millimeters?
We saw it in digital IMAX,
yeah,
so
IMAX, so
we got the
lame.
full.
Wrong.
Well, we were gonna go. The
We
whole
got-
thing was you're gonna go into the city to see 70 millimeter,
Uh-huh.
and then another infographic of the many freaking things came across my phone, and 70 millimeter is different from IMAX 70 millimeter.
There's
like,
so
the
many
ticket's like,
different
whoa, we're
versions.
wrong.
Yeah.
There's like
Oh.
70 places
That's
in the
the-
whole country you can go see
No,
it
yeah.
for real, for real.
And the
70
one-
and there's
and-
70 millimeters.
And the one like in
I
New
gotta look
York,
up what the actual number is. It might be
it's
less
sold
than
out.
I think it's less than
It's
that. I
sold
think it's
out
all-
like all day long. There's like screenings at like 2 a.m. whatever. Like they're all booked, you know.
So,
But I was like, oh, 70 millimeter. Like, yeah, that's right. And then I saw the thing and I was like, oh no, that's not right.
So
we were just
yours
like,
was it the digital, not the
no. Then we just went to IMAX digital.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it
we
was
got the
digital.
full picture. We got
This
to
is
see the
insane.
entire size,
Okay.
but it just didn't look as crystal clear as
It
I
wasn't as
as
high
it
res.
would.
that
Yeah.
film then.
It's
Yeah.
45.
Okay, I
It's
can-
45 in the United States. And
How do you feel
second.
about this argument?
No. I lied. It's 25 to 26 theaters in the United States. It's 45
total.
worldwide.
Wow.
That's insane.
Do you think that it is creating a haves and have-nots of film goers?
I have
like they've been
seen
saying?
a lot of talk about that.
I don't
And-
know, like necessarily.
How much
I
does
mean,
a-
for me personally, it's that point of just like where Du and I were just like, we can see it in IMAX digital.
Yeah.
Like there's only so much we can do, you know. And now that we've seen it in the full format, I wouldn't be opposed to going to see it in like 70 mil with the widescreen or whatever, but you know, for the higher resolution to see how that looks. But I think we did all right.
Well,
You know?
we saved a trip into the city, you know, like we would have gone into the city to kind of like be disappointed with what we were seeing. Because I'd rather see the full image, but at a lower resolution, because I don't think my eye is that
So you were
discerning.
going to see the widescreen. but
Yeah.
It was,
film.
yeah, the 70
Yes.
mil is
I
is
gotcha.
like a letterbox 70 mil.
So, but what are game
The
key
widescreen.
cards?
Oh,
No.
Good
It's
luck
gonna be
with
another-
that one.
It's gonna be another 3 hours. All right, everybody, we're ending it on that.
But there was no dinosaur in Odyssey.
Like Mario.
Yeah. There's no Cappy. That was just weird.
Nobody do the dinosaur.
But I think one character does say, "Hey, I'm sweaty."
Does someone say they're sweaty in this movie?
No.
They don't say it, but they show
Oh,
it.
They
yeah.
are sweaty. All right, that's it for real. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Play some games. Hang out with friends and family. Rest, relax. You deserve it. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye. Okay.